real quick. I just wanted to say this. Thank you so much to whoever it was that followed me about 10 minutes ago before the stream even started. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I can't really actively say thank you during the streams themselves. I try my best to throw it in chat, but I can't say it during our sessions. But thank you guys so very much to everyone who has followed within the last few days, within the last few sessions. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so very much.
Eventually.
Do you like that travel music that was like the Skyrim stuff?
I did like that, yeah.
Okay, we'll throw that in the chat. Danny's more familiar with Discord and everything, but if you eventually want to teach us all how to do like the vote for songs thing, and then maybe during the session we could vote for like some agreed upon playlist type deal.
Oh yeah. I can literally say all that when it comes to like votes and stuff. Like whatever it is you want to vote on, like, do we have a section for voting? We don't, do we?
I'm not sure. I just think it was in the rhythm thing. We can worry about it later.
Yeah, you can literally just post whatever
yeah, so we got the music going.
and like have specific like emoji reactions to it. So whichever one gets the most emoji reactions wins. That's what I usually do.
Okay, gotcha. So last we left off, you all had defeated a local necromancer at the undead church, and with the stone archer towers, that big fight, that whole fun thing. And you found the hostages, the kind of kidnapped girls that were being sold, it appears, or nearly sold, at least captured for the purpose of it, to some mysterious person that you're not quite sure who they are. You do know the location of the next hideout. It is about 2 days travel away by your horses, which, by the way, I should say, since we do not have Jade with us, everyone has their own horse now. The strong horse, I just assumed, goes either to Abigail or Jakin, just because you're the two biggest characters.
Wee. Yo, is that Fat Joe?
Yeah. No, it's just you're strong, and Abigail's actually the physically largest species.
Please let Abigail fat.
I am the physically largest
She's tall. She's like Abigail's like 7'4".
I mean, hey.
Or is she?
Yeah. She is Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, Lady
I'm also eating.
Lady
Sorry.
Dimitrescu is like 9 feet tall.
I know, right? So we left off with you finding these captured girls and knowing where the next hideout is. So y'all kind of begin to venture throughout the woods and head off towards Sudburg, actually, which is where the nearest hideout is closest to. It's a local mining town. So y'all hit the road, and let me just see what's going to happen. Yes, they're very good. Thank you for dinner. Sorry, 1 second. Anything that y'all talk about on the road to each other? Riding your horses close together to give a little bit of a socialization.
Nice fight back there, guys. Good job. Good team.
Woo!
Yeah. Man, we are great.
Huh? What'd you say?
Abigail, have you tried using your wand of wonder yet?
Yeah, I used it a couple times last time. I can try it again.
See how that goes.
Sure. I'll
probably just aim it at another tree because this thing scares me and I'm not pointing it at anybody.
That's fair.
Yeah, so use roll a D100 for me. Also, while you're doing that, Danny.
Yes.
I put the wand of radiance. I updated what it actually does.
Yay, thank you.
So just so you know,
I couldn't
your
remember
wand
its
finds
exact
shiny
name.
stones.
Wait, really? I love
It's
that
the
already.
Wand of Radiance.
I
Yeah.
love that already.
I'm just looking up what you did.
I love that. I love that for us.
So, Lorax,
Mm-hmm.
you take 1 psychic damage
What?
as you feel magical energy that was supposed to be expelled whip back at you and, take a bit of recoil.
That's
What
not
that was
nice.
is, if you had targeted a person, you would have been able to read their thoughts. But you didn't, so you took a d6 psychic damage.
Dang.
Interesting. Well,
What a loser.
So,
rude.
I'm just gonna... So y'all are traveling down the woods, riding on your
On the
horses.
woods?
Yeah, on the woods, in the
On
woods,
the woods,
throughout the
through
woods.
the woods.
Prepositions. Prepositions, the woods.
Let's explore
And
the woods.
as you're riding in the middle of the forest, you see a large Goliath standing in the middle of the road, blocking your path.
That's rude.
What a jerk.
Well,
That's just
so
rude.
far all the Goliaths he's encountered are bad boys.
Well, that's kind of racist.
And might I say-
Just assume he's a bad.
Does he have one of the skull things on his arm, on his armor?
No, actually, let me see.
Is he just some
Yeah, he's
regular
just wearing
guy?
a loincloth. And also, is the rule. Kayleen knows, but one second. By large Goliath, I don't mean like as large as the other Goliaths that you've seen. I mean like 12-foot tall Goliath. Like, this is a big boy. He's like 5 feet wide at the legs.
Look, I'm too tired to
So he's
fight.
done
We
his
just
shit.
Can we
got
sneak
finished
past
with that whole thing. I don't want to do anymore.
Can we sneak past him?
Can you sneak past him? Okay. Everyone make a stealth check at disadvantage because you're in the middle of the road on horses.
You know, that's fair.
Well,
I mean, you're on a single road on horses.
Got a feeling this isn't gonna go
Jaken,
well.
though, so good too.
Of course.
Damn, LTL and Kayleen still killed it, even though
Surprisingly.
they're like all that. Okay,
Good job,
let's
Abigail.
see what this guy's perception modifier is.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to do it. We just
So-
got through like a whole ass fight. Like, let's not do any more fighting for a hot minute.
He rolled a 31 to see you.
God.
Holy
He rolled
deal.
a 31 to see you.
Well, shit.
So you see, he makes eye contact with you, Jaken, and he
Oh.
just stares you down. He's not moving. His hands are at his sides, just wearing a loincloth. The wind is blowing it. You're getting just a little bit of a peek of something you don't want to see. He's just standing there in your path.
Okay, can I react now?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
So I want to tip my hat to him and say, "Good day, sir," and then keep walking.
Try to keep walking past him.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna roll regular dice for this, just for the fuck of it. Let's see what he does. As you're gonna walk past him, you're gonna see he just bolts down the direction that you're about to go and runs 120 feet in 6 seconds, and then just stops.
Why?
So he's 120 feet farther away from you, but he's still just waiting in the middle of the road.
Okay.
But he's in the direction we're walking.
Yeah, so like the direction that you tried to pass him in, he just walked further back.
Is he like
So,
trying
you're
to
gonna
play
see him
tag
again if you
with
keep
us or
walking.
something?
Can I just keep tipping my hat to him and walking past?
Well, so you approach him again.
Yeah.
He passes out.
Okay.
That's understandable.
Why? What did you
Continue
do?
on our merry way.
I just said, "Good day, sir."
Should we not
Then
be
he
worried
wakes
about
up,
that?
And he gets back up.
Nope, don't question it.
I guess.
And then he blocks the road again, right in front of you.
Wait, why?
Well,
I
he's
didn't
past-
get a chance to run faster.
Yeah, can we just
Counted the
walk?
seconds in my head, and no one said we're leaving now.
I said that. I said, let's go on our merry way.
Okay, as you're going on your merry way, he gets up and starts chasing you.
No.
As you're riding in your horses, do you speed up?
I mean,
No.
I don't
Do you
know.
speed up?
Maybe he's
Yeah.
just trying
trying
to
to
play a
escape
game
them?
of tag. What if he's just trying to play a game of tag? Like. What?
So he barrels down the road after you, perfect form, runner sprint, $6 million man style, and it's just in hot pursuit. And he's catching up to you. Danny, you noticed you have about one action to take before he is at your horse. What are you doing?
You know, I don't know. We don't know. He does.
I mean, you can hit him if you want.
But we don't know if he's like meaning to do harm to us. Like, what if he's just like, I don't know, trying to play a game of tag? Like,
His look on his face. His look on his face at the moment is stone cold nothing.
well, that doesn't
Just
help
chasing
me.
you as hard as he can. No emotion.
That doesn't help.
Absolutely zero.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can attack him. You can stop. You can see what happens. You can see what happens if he reaches you.
Well, I kind of don't want that to happen. I don't know.
Can I just shoot my wand of wonder at him?
You're in the one to wonder at him? Sure, roll a D100.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
Tell me what you get. I'm on the chart.
72.
72.
Oh my god.
Abigail, how do you do these things? You aim it at him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say, when y'all ride in formation, how do you ride? Like, who's the front, who's the back?
Oh no.
It's a very important question.
Um,
We'll say that Abigail is in the back.
Okay.
just to be safe.
Abigail, you're in the back?
Yes.
Bacon isn't probably in the front because he's our beefy boy.
Very beefy.
Okay.
And then probably me and LTL
Okay.
and
So Kayleen, Abigail, and Danny make a dexterity saving throw.
I hate
no.
this. I hate
Yeah, just a dexterity
this.
saving throw. Just straight. Oh, also, Abigail, what's your spell DC? Because it's against your spell DC.
Oh no. It's
It's on your spells page.
15.
15?
Mhm.
So Abigail and Eltiel, you take 26 fire damage, and Kayleen, you take 13 fire damage as the orange mode of light, which y'all are very familiar by now, comes out of the tip of the wand of wonder and explodes right in Bilgy's face, blowing him backwards.
Wait, how did you hit Jacob?
He was at the front of the party, y'all were at the back, which was said, based on your arrangement, if he's in the front with Tyler and the rest of y'all are in the back,
What?
you hit each other.
I thought he was in
It was
the
gonna
back.
hit Abigail and Danny no matter what, unless you were all the way across.
Wait, but
Why
you said he was
did it
chasing
happen?
us.
I
This is
will say this
confusing.
damage
why did
doesn't
it
really
hit us?
matter. It hit
It's
everyone
alright.
except Jake and Tyler.
And how
Could you
many?
put
So, like,
icons down on the
like-
map so this is easier to visualize, por favor?
Yeah, sure.
No, but I'm just saying, if we
let-
shot at him, why did we take damage?
So you shot the fireball at him. He was right behind Danny. That's why Danny took damage. You said that you were in the back with Kayleen of the the travel party. And I figured, given the size of you have to be like about 10 feet apart each. If you launch,
Ahead of us.
okay. How about I say this then? That damage only applies to Danny and the guy because they are right next to each other. That cool?
Sure, no,
Yeah,
I was just
I
wondering,
guess.
'cause I thought that it was just a fireball that it shot at him, so I didn't know why we were even taking damage.
A fireball has a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20 feet out from that point, it's still a fireball.
Wait, so is this guy behind or in front of us?
Yeah, he's behind,
He's
so he's
behind 'cause we
catching
walked
up to you,
past
running
him.
after y'all.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
So you see, he gets blasted in the face by the fireball. He gets launched backwards, rolling. And you see him kind of land on his ass against a tree. And as y'all are getting away from him, you're 40 feet, 50 feet, 60, 70. He's still not getting up. Right as y'all get about 100 feet away, he stands up, takes a deep breath in, and I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
We foo throw
I hate
dogs.
this.
Here's that button.
Oh no.
So, for those of you who got above a 15, you take... Okay, well, that's a bit ridiculous. Let me just change that number real quick.
What if he
Sorry.
You don't George.
George has an ability that lets him one second. He's screaming very loudly. Sorry, I had to change something real quick because it was way too powerful. Because I had a plan for him to be later, but you got a really bad roll on your random travel encounter. Y'all rolled a natural 1 on random travel, just so you know. This is the worst thing that could have happened.
This sucks.
So, for those of you who succeeded on your save, 1 second. You take... Yeah. So, for those of you who succeeded, you take 15 thunder damage.
Oh my god.
You hear Bill G let out this terrible, blood-curdling screech that racks the night and the day that you are traveling through. For those of you who failed, you take 31 thunder damage.
Oh my god.
And you are deafened for 19 hours.
What?
It's a loud scream. But after this,
Just like this
y'all
encounter.
after that, he doesn't pursue you further. Y'all are able to escape him, make camp, take a long rest. So the night of that whole thing,
That wasn't fun.
y'all successfully escaped. You're safe. You're winding down. Was not fun. That was Bilgy. That was what is designed to be the worst possible outcome. He's like an anti-cameo. You really don't want to see him. He's
don't
just broken.
like that.
Like, broken.
Too strong.
He's too strong. You shouldn't fight him. But maybe one day you'll be strong enough to kill him, and then that'll be very satisfying.
Are me and Jacob still dead?
Yeah. So for this watch, you and Jacob are still deaf. So who's pairing up for watch? For which shifts?
Got it.
Hey, you're on first watch, Abigail. Who else is on 1st watch?
I guess I can.
Okay, so Jamie, Abigail, and so Lorax, Eltiel, and Allura have all been doing this like it's like kind of like Eltiel has this harem going on of just like the 2 girls taking watch with him and then leaving the other 2 boys just alone hanging out with each other. Just kind of funny that y'all all always group together and just leave Jake and Tyler together.
It's like the mystery gang.
I mean, who knows if LTL has game? Like, that's the secret. It's really
think
Allura wants to
just the
gossip
fact
about
that
Derek the
he's super
Cleric,
gay
and then
or
Lorax.
something.
Yeah, and then Lorax, like, has, just wants to talk to him about all nature and stuff.
That's
Okay. It's like
That's a
nature
fun
and
time.
Derek.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, during your first watch, 1 second. Just have to go to here, and then to here, and then to here. Yes? Yes, please. Can you heat it up for like 20 seconds in the microwave?
Wouldn't recommend.
Okay, cold. Okay. Okay. So while Allura, Eltiel, and Lorax are on watch, you, the night is calm. The wind is cool. Are y'all talking to each other particularly about anything? Allura, you're deaf
I am deaf.
currently.
Sing something. Can I sing something?
Yeah, make a performance check with disadvantage. Because you're deaf, so you can't hear what you sound like.
No, I love it. Just do a song, guys.
They're gonna perform for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
All right.
So she, a few times hits a wrong chord or a string. For the most part, she holds together a solid performance just off of, kind of memory and intuition, and she puts on a pretty delightful song for y'all. Actually, as that song plays, you see a traveling band of musicians come by and join in for the festivities.
Oh, what a delightful
And you start up a little,
time.
merry-go-round of singing and dancing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Todd, I'm guessing you just kind of roll over saying, shut up, I want to get some
Well, I'm
sleep.
deaf, so I don't know how I would have known what's
That's
happening.
true.
Oh, actually, yeah.
That's
Todd, you're
true.
deaf. You're deaf to the world. And then the monk, he hasn't spoken a word, so he's probably fine. You really... And Todd's watch is going to be so lonely, because the monk doesn't say anything, and he's deaf. So y'all have a great time partying, and then the boys wake up, see that beer bottles, liquor strewn about the camp, like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, so,
We partied, you guys
Todd,
didn't know.
Exactly. Todd, you take your watch, and, okay. So, while you are sitting by the fire, you are sitting there with George, and you look up at the moon, very bright, and you feel some emotion just come up, and you're not sure what it is, but it feels oddly deep and raw in a way that you are very much so not used to.
I think I know where this is
And
going.
it's somewhere between passion and anger, but you're not quite sure. But it comes up, and then it goes. And, you kind of stare back at the fire and around you, and you itch at your neck. And you notice that... Oh, first of all, question. Does Todd have hair? I know we have the sprite of him with hair. Half-orcs sometimes shave their heads. Do you shave, or do you have hair?
No, I've just been
What's it look
thinking it
like?
has like this bright hair.
So do you think you have the sprite hair?
Yeah, it's like that long blonde hair.
But, like, you shave, like, your beard.
Yeah.
Or you can keep the beard.
No, I shave it.
So you notice, even though you shaved this morning, you go to touch your chin, and you notice it's hairier than usual. Like, it's like you haven't shaved in a few days. And you think that's weird. And then, as you scratch your neck, you feel a little sharp pain, and you look at your nail, and you realize they're sharper than usual. And these small things are piling up, and you're not quite sure what they mean. And your watch concludes. And we come to our next day's travel.
No, we don't have time
As
to
we come
unpack
to the
all
morning, and everyone...
that.
Todd just
Uh,
developed depression.
What? I don't think that's what that meant.
He got hair. He got hairier. He didn't do proper self grooming.
This is shit. I'm just going through puberty. It's just puberty.
Exactly. It's second breakfast for puberty. Okay. Yeah. So y'all travel down the road further again, headed towards Sitberg. And while traveling there, these random encounter tables really do not like you.
No, apparently not.
Danny, make a dexterity saving throw.
No!
Danny, make a dexterity saving throw.
No, I already hate this. No.
You take 1 falling damage as your horse butts you off, tumbles in a circle, and heads over to Abigail as you look down to notice it has another rock in its shoe again.
Again?
Yeah.
Was it a shiny rock?
How does this keep happening?
You do notice, though, that the rock is a orange quartz,
Ooh, fun. We're gonna keep that one.
It-
and your wand is going off like
Well,
your
alright
detect
then.
shiny things wand.
The detective
Okay.
detect
So
shiny
you hit the
things.
rock, you heal up the horse, you get headed forward, And you continue your travel, only interrupted by that brief thrown off a horse thing. So
Well,
while you're traveling, do you try to wander any more times? Curious.
What'd you say?
I was asking for Abigail if she was trying to wonder any more times.
You know what? Let's go for it. This has worked out very well for me every time I've used it.
Hey, roll a D100 and aim for a tree.
Alright.
18. Well, the low is not bad and high is not good. It's just a different effect.
Yeah.
Roll again for me, actually.
Alright.
What's wrong with 18?
What the heck?
She just got that effect last game, and I want a little bit least variety. Okay. So Abigail, as you reach out for the tree, you extend the wand and activate its magic. And you see, the tree, it's getting bigger. In fact, all the trees are getting bigger. And the people around you are getting bigger. And you realize you're getting smaller, and you shrink to about the size of a, you're 7.5 feet tall, right, normally?
Am I Terry sized?
No, Abigail, how tall are you usually?
Yeah, like 7.5 feet, I think.
Okay, you are a 3'9".
Didn't you
So you
ride
see Abigail
Terry?
shrink down to 3'9".
Is the horse drinking with her? She's just a small person on a horse.
Just Abigail. She's just
Can I
shrunk.
ride Terry?
Can you ride Terry? No. So you are actually Terry can ride you, because you're bigger than him. I mean, like, it's you are about the same size as the Vogelthop.
Aw.
Okay. Can I ride the Vogue?
You can try to ride the Vogelthop. Make a animal handling check, and then just a flat dexterity check for me if you can.
We headed towards town.
You are headed towards the town. Just real quick, make those checks for me.
And then dexterity.
Yeah, just a dexterity check. Okay. So you go to jump onto the Vogelthop, and you do so with incredible accuracy. Unfortunately, you didn't ask for its permission first, and it starts sprinting around the horses, taking you on a wild ride. I'm going to make you make a dexterity saving throw to hold on to it for me. You're on a fucking rodeo. Okay, 8. You feel yourself getting bucked hard. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you get bucked into the Vogelthop, but you still manage to, even though you're really struggling, hold on, make another dexterity save.
Oh my god.
no.
We're just like sitting here watching this.
You see the Vogelthop suddenly runs towards a tree really hard, stops, and then flings you forward, and you go face first into the tree trunk.
Oh my god.
Good
You
job,
take 3
Abigail.
bludgeoning damage as you kind of mildly break your nose just a little.
Just a
That's
little.
fine.
If you do a healing spell, it sets
Yeah.
itself. So about 30 seconds after that, you have yourself go back to normal size.
Sweet.
So yeah, you were a Vogelthop rodeo for just a little second.
Yay!
So y'all continue on, and then it gets pretty late into the evening. The sun is about to set, and it's about getting time for when y'all make camp that you would arrive in Sudburg. As you enter this town, it's more of a village. It's not really impressive. There aren't any buildings that are architecturally astounding or anything. Everything's very functional and necessary. The main focus of the town, as you can see, going deeper into it, there are a lot of mines and a lot of factories as far as processing and making alloys of all the metals mined here. Actually, can I have the group make an intelligence check just to see if you know anything about Sudburg? Any additional things besides the obvious? Oh my god. Okay, Kayleen and Eltil?
Sorry, I lost
Intelligence
where
check?
it was for a second.
For once, the himbo the sluts have got the right idea. Because, I mean, parts. No offense, Kayleen. But yeah, so also y'all clicked intelligence save instead of just intelligence check. Do you make it?
I don't know the difference.
Abigail?
I clicked
I
intelligence.
just wanted to see.
So Abigail, you're struggling to recall everything, but you're kind of like talking out loud, like Sootberg, and then you hear Terry pipe up from behind you. Oh, they make really fancy metals here. They make stuff like palladium and adamantine and nickel and titanium. And he just keeps rattling on in that voice for about like 2 more minutes.
Good old Terry.
I like that his modifier is -2.
Exactly. He got a 0 on that second check, by the way. It's a -2. Kayleen just asked me a question. How do you make an intelligence check instead of an intelligence saving throw? You made a saving throw because you clicked in saving throws. If you just click the stat, intelligence, that will do an intelligence check.
Gotcha, I didn't know if there was a difference.
Yep, just did one for you right there. It's just saving throws at your proficiency bonus. So that's the difference. So yeah, you'll know it's a mining town. They make palladium and mithril and adamantine and a lot of fancy metals that make armors. It's getting late into the evening, and y'all are getting around the time that y'all want to go to bed. Is there anything that y'all do before kind of heading into the local tavern, as far as exploring or going off and carousing? Anything you're wondering if there is around here?
Is there wearing heavier is there heavier armor I can wear?
Heavy armor that...
Better protection armor that I can wear?
You mean, like, are you thinking of buying better armor here?
Yes, or some leather.
They do have improved armors, actually. So directly in town, there is a shop called Mansel's Metallurgists. It's a very S-focused name, and ironically, as you walk into the shop, you notice Mansell, he types up at you. He's a little gnomish fellow, standing there, purple hat, long beard, about 2 feet tall, 3 feet with the hat, though. He kind of goes God school of philosophy, with the height being central to intelligence and, impressiveness. But as you go into Mansell's shop, you see he goes, "Oh, hello. What can I get for you today? What are you looking for? I can supply you with many needs and wares."
I'm looking for some better armor.
Better armor. Now, when you say better, do you just mean better as far as being the same thing you got right now, but better material? Or do you mean a completely different type of armor?
I just need something more protective.
More protective. He goes into his back room, and he comes out and says, "Well, I have a few options here. Now, we have just a basic set of enchanted armor. This is really just standard material, studded leather, but it's just been a little bit mortified just to give it a bit of, as far as keeping you safe there. But we also have," and then he goes back into the back room once again. Sorry, just trying to look up something, but for some reason having some difficulty trying to find costs and everything.
Ooh.
And then he comes and pulls out what looks to be palladium. But so for y'all who don't know, palladium is a reddish metal, and it's known for being very tensily strong, but also adaptive and flexible. And so he says, "Well, this is a palladium-studded leather. It's woven into the fibers, kind of similar to a stitching or weave of some sort. I think, yeah, that'll protect you a little bit more. How much gold are you looking to drop on it, though?"
Well, I don't know how much. I don't know how much you normally charge for this kind of thing.
Well, to give you a whole new set, I'd say you'd run yourself somewhere north of 600 gold pieces. But you give me the night, and you give me your armor, and I can maybe make it down for 300 gold pieces.
Do that.
300 gold pieces. So you have to leave your armor with him overnight.
We're not doing anything overnight, presumably.
Presumably.
Hopefully.
At a tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. What will my AC be if I don't have my armor?
10 plus your dexterity, so 13. Well, plus your tambourine, so 14.
Okay.
So still not bad.
Yeah, it's only 2 less than what I did now.
Well, yeah, because you said that armor just gives you +2 as your base.
Anyway, let's go. I want that.
Yeah, so he takes your gold and he takes your armor. Are you? By the way, like you're like, do you have to like go to a changing room and like take your armor off from underneath all your robes, or like is it an exterior thing?
No, I wear my armor over. Well, parts of it are over my clothing and parts of it are. So I have to go to a changing room.
Gotcha. So she takes a minute to get her whole ensemble taken care of. Y'all head back to the tavern, getting good drinks. Anyone want to do anything at the tavern? Strike up a performance, go to get some carousing done, start a fight, who knows?
We're all at the tavern.
Yep, everyone's at the tavern, chilling, drinking. You see that George actually, last encounter, got an alchemy jug, and he is experimenting, and you see he looks at the jug, and it's a clay jar about 2 feet tall with a big cork stopper on the top, and he shakes it, and he hears sloshing, and he opens it up, and he pours it out, and nothing comes out of it. But he bottles it up, and he shakes it, and he hears sloshing, and he says, liquor, and he opens it. And then the smell of potent liquor fills the room, and you see the pot is full of the hard stuff, as his jar of alchemy has the ability to produce any liquid that is spoken into it.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, so y'all get who was taking shots of jar liquor?
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Who was taking shots of jar liquor?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Is everyone doing this?
Yeah,
Heck
why
yeah.
not?
Okay, I want everyone to make Constitution saving throws. Let's see how this goes.
Oh no.
Okay.
Anytime we have to do
Okay,
saving
okay.
throws.
So Eltiel, gentle himbo that he is, takes this. Has Eltiel tried alcohol before?
A bit, yeah. Not like he doesn't like drink often, like
He had some wine with his
often.
parents.
Yeah.
Like he had some wine with his parents, or like he had a beer at a party.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. So Eltiel goes for this like hard stuff, and like you being in Black Dragonborn are used to acid coming out of your mouth, so you just down this super easy, like child's play. Abigail, being a forest druid, very naturalistic, very unused to the ways of city life. You go to try this concoction, and you feel immediately gag reflex come up, and you just kind of barf a little in your mouth.
Nice.
Jacob and Kayleen, it burns, but you get it down. Jacob, you try to make it look like it wasn't so hard to get down. That's your first shot. Everyone taking a second?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alcohol is fun.
Another round of Constitution saving throws. Let's see how we're doing.
Good job, Abby.
Thanks.
No.
Good job, Kayla.
So Kayleen goes for a second shot. Allura Sparrowfern, valiant performer she is. She goes, gets up on the bar and starts singing. Make a performance check at disadvantage.
No.
Being inspired by the brew of bravery.
Oh, no.
Through a little bit of tone deafness, Allura ekes out an adequate performance that, to a town of mining villagers half drunk on putrid liquor themselves, doesn't sound too bad. She has her whole ass head with that, and after a few minutes, passes out on top of the bar, having sang her way, throwing pocket glitter all the time. The rest of y'all drag her up to the hotel rooms, presumably, and get your sleep for the night. You all have a great evening. And y'all wake up in the morning. And Jakin, can I have you do me a favor and step into the one-on-one session?
I'm not. Oh, yeah, that thing. Oh, yeah, sure.
On Discord. Yeah. And then everyone else, I will be right back.
Ooh. This'll be fun.
Anyone got any good book recommendations?
Like actual books? Always.
Yeah.
Do you like, post-apocalyptic sci-fi books?
I mean, sure.
So there's a book series, it's a trilogy so far. I don't know if he's released any more. But it's a series called Metro 2033, and it takes place in the Russian metro system. And it's very good. I've been reading it for a hot minute, for like a few years. I've had the books for a couple of years now. And I always have to wait until they're translated from Russian into English to read them. But they're very good. There's a game series made off of them that's also very good. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Sorry, my stepbrother just came in. No, that sounds super interesting. I have credits on Audible, so I'm looking for things to pick up.
Okay. Yeah, I would recommend that. Every time I read it, I have to have like a picture of the Russian metro system on my phone that I can use as reference, so I know where the characters are in the series. So like, okay, well, how far did they walk? Like, where are they at now? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Your turn.
Hello.
So, everyone else, you all wake up fine and dandy. Everyone having their own room. You all get ready for the morning, and you meet up for breakfast. What do y'all usually have for breakfast, by the way? Caviar. You fancy bitch. What's LTL's favorite breakfast, Danny?
I would say probably like eggs and like some sort of veggie. Nothing too much.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Gotcha. So you all go down to the tavern bar to meet for your breakfast, and you notice that Todd isn't there.
Where the fuck is Todd?
Did
Do you go up to his room?
Yeah, let's go to his room and find him.
Okay.
Well, maybe he's
you're
still
up at his
sleeping.
door. You're in front of his door.
Well, let's knock.
Okay, you knock on his door. No response.
Okay.
Is the door locked?
It's unlocked.
Can we enter?
That's
You
a little
open
sketchy.
the door, and you find a bed that is shredded to pieces.
Well,
you find a
that's
dresser
not
that is
good.
broken, a mirror that is shattered. You see the curtains on the window are shredded, the glass on the window is broken, and you see a... Actually, give me a perception check, the three of you.
Okay.
Like, can't I, like, I forgot the word, but can I, like, talk to people in my brain?
Psychic.
You are telepathic, yes.
Can I just...
Oh shit, sorry, I have to like
What do you say, Abigail?
Oh, this is playing out. I'm gonna get water bottle.
Can I just, ask him where he is or whatever?
Yeah, you close your eyes and you reach out in your mind, and you can't find him within your range. You know you can usually talk to people within about 100 feet of you. He's not there.
Dang.
At the perception checks, Kayleen, Allura, you notice at the foot of the building, right below the window that was shattered in Todd's room, you see a bloody footprint and then a track of them leading out into the town. So the inn was kind of at the edge of the town. You see his footprints leading into the town, and you recognize them as Todd's footprints.
Well, that can't be good.
You see that his axe, all of his equipment is missing. He took everything, it seems, with him, or it seems that it was already on his person. He kind of travels light. Actually, no, you see his equipment gone except for his axe. It's only his axe that he has with him.
Well...
I'm back.
Yeah. So, y'all see this path. What do you do?
I mean, like, obviously follow, right?
Yeah.
I want everyone to give me an investigation check then. Y'all three can give me an investigation check. The B plot, OG B plot.
Ah.
Okie dokie.
I'm the smartest one right now.
Yeah,
Kayleen
what's happening?
succeeding once more. You kind of navigate finding where the blood kind of trail leads off, goes to dirt tracks, you know, and then eventually you're just kind of looking for signs that things have been moved recently, and you get to a point where you're not sure how to figure out. And Abigail, that's when you hear a familiar voice. Todd, what is Todd thinking right now?
Wait, so what's going on? I just hear people coming.
Todd, you don't hear anything. You are in where you are right now. What is Todd thinking to himself in his head?
Do they know where I am
a situation
right now?
They do not.
We're looking for you.
But what is
I
Todd
don't
thinking
know
to
how
himself in his head?
Probably something like, "Dang, I want to get out of here."
So, Abigail,
Super
you hear Todd's voice
nonchalant.
saying, "Damn, I want to get out of here."
Todd would do
Yeah,
it.
Lorax, you hear a voice through your telepathy, and you can pinpoint his range, and you point over and you look, and it's the sheriff's office.
Oh, well, that's not good.
So y'all approach the bailiff, or the bailiff's office.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Y'all enter a small wooden room. Very plain, a desk. There are a few metal cells, and then there is a stairway leading downstairs. In the metal cells, you see some humanoids. You don't see Todd. And at the desk, you see there's a older dwarven man, thick mustache, kind of balding in the front. And he's just kind of looking down at his paperwork.
I'd like to approach and say, "Hello, good sir. I have reason to believe that our friend is here. Can you help us?"
He looks up and says, "Well, besides the fact that you're keeping such bad company, what's the fella look like?"
He
Bad
is
company.
half-orc. He's rather tall in stature, and I believe he's wearing a green toga and a top hat.
The troublemaker of the year.
I feel
Well,
like the top hat would definitely give
how
him
about
away.
You bring me a bond of, let's say, 10,000 gold pieces and I'll let him go.
Can I ask what he did? What did he do?
Aileen, you should turn into the guard and give him a
Well-
heart attack again.
Well, including 14 counts of murder, 8 counts of cannibalism,
What?
and 32 counts of disturbing the peace and unlawful nudeness.
Nudeness? God, you were streaking?
Dude, I don't know what I was
did you
doing.
do? Who did you eat?
Well,
Do we
Not to
have...
mention the crime of being a bear.
What?
you were
Do
okay.
we
So he
have
But it's
Hannibal
illegal to be
Lecter
a
on
bear
our
in that
party?
city.
I'm a being a bear that eats 14 people.
Okay, see, that's a crime. I can understand that.
well,
What did we get Hannibal
I
Lecter in our party?
he's called you a disturbance, and I understand your frustration. But I really think that you should just let him go.
So you're just trying to persuade him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my god.
make a persuasion check. Just flat roll. 14. You think I should let him go?
Well...
After killing 14 people?
He's a good guy. He didn't.
He's a good... When he's not eating people?
He didn't mean to do it. He was clearly out of.
Oh, he didn't mean. What's his normal self?
He's a really chill dude.
Aw,
Like
thank
he
you.
doesn't.
Name one nice thing that he's done.
Well,
One nice thing.
He has saved my life,
people,
personally.
so...
I took Carrie shopping that one time.
Yeah, he took a tiny dinosaur shop. That's such a sweet thing to do.
Let me see this dinosaur.
Abigail, you gotta show him Terry.
All right.
He says, "I've seen Titania."
The offense that I
Yeah,
feel.
that's what she said.
And him, it's time for me to turn into this guy.
So you're gonna turn into him to intimidate him?
Yes.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Gods are angry.
Oh my god.
Great gods, and they have kids, and those kids have issues.
Check.
With advantage.
21.
So so first of all, the desk is like 3 feet tall, and this dwarf is like 3 feet tall. So he really just sees you shrink, and then he kind of pokes his head above and sees himself looking up. And do you say anything to him?
The gods are angry.
Let's real quick. I'm just gonna do.
Oh, you should have used
You
the
see him
one
clutch at
and
his
one.
chest, but managed to collect himself
Damn it!
and say,
Our death
look
note
at you and
tactics
go,
didn't work.
"I will throw you in jail for tomfoolery. I swear."
Use the wand of
He
wonder.
seems like he's getting violent. What do you do? He's the only bailiff in the building.
Someone knock him out.
Okay.
Kick him in the nuts.
That's it.
Who's gonna do it?
Can I make a cloud of smoke appear with prestidigitation?
You guys suck at killing people.
Not one that would block his vision.
God damn it.
Is anyone gonna hit him? He's about to
Can I
probably
just,
arrest
like-
Abigail for turning into, or not
Yeah,
Abigail,
can
Allura
I,
for turning
like-
into him.
Guys,
Can I
someone
just,
hit him.
like,
Someone speak to me.
Kill this
Elciel,
guy?
you have a mace.
Yeah,
Can I
just
just
you
kill him.
cannot-
kill this guy?
I mean, you can murder him or you can knock him out. You can murder him or knock him out, whichever you
Do
prefer.
both at the same time.
It's your choice whether you want to murder a bailiff in a dead ass town or knock him out and
What
have
is-
him
What
maybe
is he gonna
organize a search for
do?
you. I mean, he doesn't have any resources.
I think we have to kill this guy.
Let's kill this guy.
Who makes a swing?
Hold on.
You guys suck at killing people.
I mean,
Like,
I guess
literally, they said,
can.
"Let's kill this guy," and then none of them said who's gonna
Okay.
hurt him.
This is
Can
why.
I
Like, just someone say,
straight
"I hit
up,
him."
can I
I'll
just,
hit
like...
him.
Yeah, just do an attack. Just roll
Yeah,
the
you
dice.
can just hit him with your mace. This is D&D. You can do
Just
whatever
smack
you
him with
want.
the mace.
You hit him with your mace.
Yeah.
So
Roll your
do the
attack
mace
roll.
attack.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Well, you rolled hit dice,
Nice.
not a mace.
Hold on.
Roll your attack, LTL.
I just come
Holy
out
set
and
of luck.
kill him, then go back and lock myself up.
Yeah, holy set of lustra.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I have no brain cells right now.
Are you making this lethal or non-lethal?
I'm lethal.
Gosh.
You, with the radiance of the Mother God, knock this guy's skull into oblivion. His brains splatter across the wall.
Great, let's
And
go.
you see the criminals behind him like, "Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out," and they're shaking the bars. You see the pathway to the downstairs is unblocked. That's probably where he is, Todd.
Yeah, let's just go find
the guard
Todd.
have
Leave
keys
all
on
these
him?
other
They let-
guys.
He does have keys on his belt.
Keys.
Take the
Okay.
keys.
Keys left for Todd.
You get the bailiff's keys. You find Todd. You get all of his items. You get together. Y'all pick up the armor that you got from the metallurgist.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, your AC is improved by 1.
17.
Yes. So your base AC is 13 plus your dexterity, plus 1 because you're tampering. So, by the way, anyone else who wanted to spend 300 gold to improve their armor's AC by 1?
Wait. Oh, wait. So you said it was 13 plus my dexterity, which is 3, plus 1 for my tambourine.
Yeah.
What about... Is it 13 from the armor I just got?
13 is your palladium studded leather. That's a 13 base. Your dexterity is 3, and plus 1 is because your tambourine gets a bonus to your AC. So, did anyone else want to improve their armor, like Danny or Abigail, to be palladium kind of woven?
You should probably
Everyone?
do that.
I'll pass. I don't have very much.
But I don't.
Maybe more than my friend Leather.
It weighs less. What do your side of leather weigh? It weighs 3. Yeah, it's just 300 gold, but it improves your AC by 1. Makes you harder to
I
hit.
think I'm good.
I
That would
think
be
I'm
like
good.
all of my gold.
Yeah.
Sure thing. So y'all move forward, and you come to a very beautiful cliffside. It is picturesque, and you recognize this as the location of the third hideout. However, unlike the other two, it really doesn't have a specific direction of how to get in. It really just says go to this place with the waterfall. So you see, basically, you are kind of on this hill that slopes down into a valley, and this valley rolls up onto this cliff. And on top of the cliff is a river that turns into this waterfall that flows down it. And you see that as the kind of terrain slopes up towards the cliff, there's a lot of underbrush and, shrubbery, and there are a lot of rocks. And basically, you see there are potential ways to get up this cliff, as far as to find if the entrance might be somewhere on its, side. But basically, y'all are gonna have to do some few checks and a few little puzzly figuring out stuff.
Wait, am I still in
really
jail?
quickly,
No, we got you
no.
out of
So
jail.
they got you out of jail. They got everything fixed. Yeah,
Oh, I
What
missed
they
would
that
busted
part.
you out.
have been
Abigail
the
got,
point
or,
in killing the guy if we didn't get you out of jail?
No, I thought Tyler did some
Exactly.
weird time skip because I heard like you saw the hallway, and then we were at a waterfall. And I was very confused.
Well, we skipped ahead to once they got you out of jail.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah, so
I'm
you're with
tracking.
the party. You, having traveled Todd, you are getting flashes of last night in your head. You see the moon. You see um, blood, and you remember the
The
taste.
moon.
You remember it tasting like steak, but raw, and you remember hearing
Oh.
screaming. Yeah, that's that. As far as things that are kind of coming to you,
Understandable.
y'all see this. Yeah, y'all see this kind of cliff up ahead of you. Can I have everyone give me an investigation check?
Where's that word?
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So y'all look around for, looking for kind of any secret entrances or like things to make it easier. And, you're pulling apart bushes and you're searching under rocks. Danny, you find a few little gemstones that you put into your handy haversack.
Yay!
You can like name like 3, minor gemstones. They were like worth 3 gold each, let's say. Whatever kind of minor gem you want.
Oh shit, I have
But
a
yeah,
small
so
jar
you kind of looking
stones in
for
my bag.
exactly. Y'all spend like about an hour and a half looking for an entrance, and you're not getting anything. Like this cliffside is a few 100 feet wide, and it's just too much to make heads or tail of. So it seems like the only way to go to somewhere is to go up, because you see that on the cliffside near the waterfall, there's a ledge that sticks out, and you think maybe right there that might be something.
Wait, we're at the base?
Yeah, you're at the base of a cliff, and it leads up, and there's no way to get to the back of the hill and like scale downwards. It's like climbing up it. So yeah, y'all. So you basically see that in front of you. So everyone, whichever is better, make a perception or survival check to find what is the best path forward.
Does it matter which one?
So perception or survival, whatever you're better at. Okay, so luckily, because Allura is killing it this session.
Oh my god.
Allura spots Allura with the assistance of Eltiel, spots a nice, easy path that, other areas would have been, you'd have to, maneuver around rocks. She finds a long central vine that creeps up for about a third of the hill, and then leading to a section of rocks that kind of jut out that she can see from the base, to where it's just a little bit of a rock climb, and then you're up there. So here's what I'm going to need for everyone. I want everyone to make an athletics check. Todd, you can do so with advantage.
Yeah. Hey. Where is that? Here we go.
Okie dokie. So, let me just check real quick. Everyone got above, yep. So everyone gets up the first section of climbing the vine, and then you find yourself at the rock kind of handles leaning out. And now we're, by the way, did the music stop? I think it did.
It did.
Let's just real quick try that. It's not pause. Let's just do that. And then this maybe? Okay, we're good.
Peaceful music
So
plays
yeah.
as one of us falls
Did
off
everyone
the
give
side of a
me
mountain.
another athletics check?
Wait, we need to roll another?
Yeah, everyone give me another athletics check. So y'all are up to the kind of handhold to the cliff now.
Okay.
Just nice job, Jakin. So long as you didn't get below an 11, y'all all make it up to the cliff's edge, and you are like through those athletics checks, y'all covered like a few hundred feet. Y'all are about 250 feet up on this cliff now.
Sick.
It's a pretty long way down, so be very careful up here. You see, you're on this very small ledge that's about 10 feet out, and it extends for about 40 feet of the cliff, and it peaks just into the waterfall. Make a perception check for me.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Well, still at advantage.
Yeah, well, we're taking the one on the left, and
Yeah.
good thing you did, because if you didn't, you would not have noticed it. Todd spots a small runic word. It's a little phrase written out, and it's right on a piece of the stone, and you see around it, there is kind of a crease in the stone of the cliff. What do you do?
Wait, there's what?
You see a word that is inscribed in some runic language on the cliff, and you see around the word there is like a indent or crease, as if there was an edge around the cliff, in the shape of some sort of entryway or door.
I want to feel around for a handle.
So you feel around for a handle. So you put your hand against
like
it.
a pun or anything.
You don't really find any purchase as far as grabbing it, but as you push against it, you feel the cliffside give way a little. No, not underneath you. You feel that the cliff push in, and like a door starts to appear.
So I keep pushing?
Okay, yeah. So you enter what appears to be a very small cave. It is very dark, and y'all have dark vision, so you can, see the general shape of it. But there's no torches or light. It's just a dark cave. But you see at the ends of the cave, there is a single door. Y'all are over here, so feel free to place your characters in if you can. Are you capable of doing that?
Yeah.
Go over to the journal section, and then click and drag your name onto the board.
Oh.
Yes. Journal section should be the second or second tab. Yeah, Jacob, successful.
Oh.
And then move y'all selves over to right here, specifically these bottom two tiles. Ah. Yes, move down there. You intrepid adventurers, you. And then also get your pets. Can't forget your pets. Elseal and Lorax. Get your pets. Get your pet.
The best pets.
So let's proper scale. Did you just throw Todd all the way over there? Okay,
What?
and then we'll get this boy over here. We're gonna scale up this Vogelthop to actually fit his box, and then boom. Oh, jokey. Order yourselves however you'd like as far as being in whatever spots you want to be. But y'all see a small cave leading to a single door. Yeah. What do y'all do?
Wait, is this here like a pathway around the door?
Here?
Yeah.
So here you see what looks like. So these kind of two stones right here look like spires kind of leading up to the ceiling. And you see what looks like a very thin pathway, but it's so small that your body couldn't fit through it.
Let's send Terry to scout it.
Centauri, you try to have Terry go through it, but his head is just the exact width of the entryway and he can't get past.
I do have reducer and large, but I don't know if that's a good idea to use her.
Abigail, you also have wild shape.
You're right.
You can make yourself small.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so Abigail, you wild shape and try to go into the crevices.
Yeah, I'm a tiny land shark.
Tiny land shark, of course. Yes. I feel like, yeah, what do you also have? So Abigail, as you go over here, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, and I get 20 temporary hit points, right?
Yeah, in wild shape.
Okay.
So dexterity saving throw. 17. So you feel something is happening and you go to pull your foot away, and right as you think you've got it, you get caught and you feel yourself pulled upwards as you're turned upside down. Everyone else, you see Lorax strung up by her foot, hanging upside down in somewhat of a trap. And then immediately following that,
I know I don't have.
well, by the tail.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you're immediately pulled up by the tail.
I don't have tails. It's another fin.
You're immediately pulled up by your fin, your body, whatever. You are hanging as a land shark, and as you do, what's your AC?
19?
Okay,
Unless it went up and
you see two arrows coming towards you. One strikes you in one of your fins. It does. Let's see. How much does the archer do? 18 damage as it pierces into your sharky body.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
The Lorax strung up as a shark and shots. And you see.
So she didn't make it to the crevasse.
No, she got stuck right here, and you see the arrows are coming from these crevasses. And the only way forward is through the door. And Abigail, you're hung up. So, Abigail, make another dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, you managed to set yourself free and are on the ground. Do you continue to go forward trying to get to the crevasse?
Heck yeah.
You know that there are people that are in there now.
Yeah, I go.
So you go towards the fight?
Yeah.
Okay, you get all the way into here, and you see this guy right here, Archer, right in your face. What do? You are in your land shark form. You are free to make an attack with your weapons, or you can use your wand as well. Your wand of wonder.
That's too scary. I'm using my scimitar.
Okay, make your attack.
Alright. Look at that.
Good job, Adam.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
you come into this guy brutally, and you slice into him with your. You see, it's through your fin. It transforms into a blade as you go in for a swing, and it cuts right into him. And he wasn't expecting that whatsoever. He was completely caught off guard. You got him. That is going to be your turn, and now we are going to enter initiative. So I need everyone. If you remember last time, click on your token, then click your initiative in your character sheet. So I'm gonna have
Abigail and I got the same.
that's gay, but good for you. Okay, this is our default doesn't exist guy, but he represents the turn order, so I'm putting him the stone. So we are gonna roll for our baddies. Okay, baddies are at 12. And then we also need
First.
huh?
They get to go first.
Really? Y'all all rolled that bad? Well, Furious Jordan hasn't rolled yet, so you're still not totally screwed. If I can find this frickin' token. Jeez, where are you, my monkey boy? You got a 19.2. Hey, so you're not totally screwed.
Abigail, roll
Yeah, remember to roll for.
Terry.
No, Castiel was rolled. Yeah, roll for Terry.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Abigail.
Yeah, it's fine. It's an
I'm
adjustment.
sorry.
You should.
My bad, Jakin.
That's fun having a pet, you know? You're making it work in your own time. Good job, Terry. Hey, Terry is right there with Furious George. So
Yes, he is.
we're
At
going
least some-
to get
one of
switched
us
up
is.
to our battle. We're gonna get switched up to our battle ambiance. Boom. Everyone's ready for a fight. Furious George. Starting off the rounds, 3rd level bad boy that he is. Let me see just exactly how dangerous this man is. Yeah, so he's just going to go.
Question.
Yeah.
None of us can fit through those premises currently, right?
No, so you have to go through the door.
Okay. But there's no one that we're fighting on the side of the room.
No. You have to go through the door.
We gotta figure
That's the
out
fun thing.
how to get through the
So
door
he,
first.
attempting what to do is going to jump over. Yeah, he's going to jump over this area where that he noticed the snare that picked Abigail up was, and he's going to go over to here, and he's going to just try to hit the door, because why not, you know? So he's going to make 2 attacks against it, and that is yep. So he does 21 points of bludgeoning damage to this door. He kind of throws out his bindings, denting it in, nearly pushing it to a level where you think you can get it open, but not quite. That is going to end his turn, going on towards Terry. Abigail, what does Terry do?
Terry is gonna come to my aid and attack that guy that I attacked.
You can't fit through the...
Terry can't fit through there.
He can't? Oh, okay. Then he'll just go up and back up Furious George.
Okay, so you see Terry, he goes through space. Actually, let me just see. Let me just roll a quick intelligence check for Terry to see if he recognizes not to jump into snare. Don't worry, he isn't too stupid. 11, yeah, he knows something. So he goes to the spot where she already was, and he goes behind George. So he backs him up. That's his turn. Now it's the baddie guys. So, you see this guy, kind of startled that you kind of popped in here. He backs.
Terry...
You want Terry to hit the door? Like, bite it? Abigail?
Alright. I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can have anyone try anything, really. Yeah, let's bring up his character. Yeah, make a bite attack against the door, Abigail, using Terry.
The chomp?
Yeah, do chop. Chop the door. Yep, 13 piercing damage. He bites into the metal handle, kind of tugging at it, and you see him pull, and the cylinder pops loose, and he nearly has it out of its socket. You see this door is on its last legs. These guys inside are not about to be happy. Luckily, it's their turn. He's going to back up. Abigail, you take a opportunity attack against him.
Okay.
So, yeah, just make an attack against him. Your scimitar or whatever. 8. An 8, unfortunately, he backs up a bit too quickly. You just missed him as it kind of meets the edge of his hairline. He backs up and is going to take a shot at you. So that is going to be a 30 to hit.
Yeah.
And then that's going to do. He's going to do 9 damage to you with that arrow. Shooting at you. And that's going to be his turn. You then see this guy pop out of the corner over here. Actually, you don't see him. Y'all down here feel him as he goes over to this edge, angles his arrow, and goes for a shot right on Alora's shoulder. Well, let's just pull out an arrow just to double check. All right, let me just make it not snap. Right into you. I mean, it goes into your space. As long as he can hit your space, he technically can make it. I'll give you 3/4 cover, so it'll be 500 AC. So, what's your regular AC? It's 17 now, right? So, it's a 22 for this shot. He got a 20, so he goes for a shot. It ricochets off the stone, curves to the right, hits the ground. Useless. That's going to be the turn of the bad guys of all you know for now. Lorax, it comes to your turn again. What do you do?
I think I'm just gonna continue absolutely wrecking this guy with my scimitar.
Okie dokie, make your attack.
Right.
Ripperoni.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go up for that little, slice with your fins, but, having been hit by that arrow just brutally dazed you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just missed by just a little bit, and it's not quite there.
Dang.
It's all good, we're all good. 1 second. Just trying to figure out how to do something really quick. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so that is going to be your turn. We go to Alora's Ferrofern. You see this space has been walked through safely. These have not been tested, the other across it. What do you do?
Okay, if I want to cast Mage Hand, is it a separate action to make it do something?
No.
Okay.
You can cast it and make it do a thing.
So first I'm gonna.
Okay. How do you get there?
I go around the area where the cat.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, you have 5 feet of movement left if you wanted to use it, but you're good.
Yeah, I'm definitely close to me.
Yeah. So what are you trying to do?
Like to cast Mage Hand. I actually just said the description. And I'm gonna use it to open the door.
You go to try to open the door, and you see that it is still locked. It is not quite broken yet.
That's fucking rude.
Rude.
My hand's still out there.
Your hand is, you can keep it up for a minute, not with concentration, so yeah, you can, as a bonus action, command that hand on your turn.
Right now, or?
I mean, yeah, if you want to try to do something else with it.
I can hit that door.
The hand cannot do damage. It's just, yeah.
Okay.
You can say that you cast Eldritch Blast and set on it.
Instead of the hand.
Yeah, just so you don't waste your turn.
That'd be good. I could do that.
Okay, make your spell attack roll. Okay, yeah, 16 to, yeah, that hits the door. You do 7 force damage. You see a shooting, beating orb of pocket glitter shoot across the battlefield, hit the door, and burst it off its hinges. The door is completely out of the way, and y'all are free to move through that now. That goes to Todd's turn. What do? You can. I'll say with your movement, you can get all the way over to this guy if you want to go over there and wail on him.
Well, to set up, I'm
Find
gonna
this guy and then
rage.
this guy. Okay, so you go into a rage. And do you head over towards that guy?
The guy on the right.
Yeah, the guy on the right or the guy on the left? Which one?
I'm going guy on the right.
Okay, so you jump over here, leap across the traps, pass through Terry, jumping over our boy the monkey, getting around this space. And as you're kind of tearing around this corner, you feel your heart pumping harder, your adrenaline kicking in faster, and you feel an overwhelming rush of energy as fur starts crawling across your skin, blonde hair. You feel your bones extending and your muscles contracting as you shift into a bear form, standing on two legs, wielding your great axe. What do you do against this hopeless archer?
I am going to hit him with my great axe as a bear.
Okie dokie. Now, let me just double check.
What?
So, for those of you who don't know, Todd
I'm
is
a
now
bear.
a werebear.
Wow.
A Care Bear?
Todd is
Yep, a Care Bear.
A Care Bear.
Yeah, so while you hit him with your great axe, so here's the real quick thing before you roll an attack. While you hit him with your great axe in werebear form, you deal an additional d12 of damage.
Yeah, I was gonna make
You
a
do
whole new
2d12.
attack for bear axe.
Yeah, okay. So did you read through the thing?
The thing? What's the thing?
So at the bottom of your features and traits, I have a list of
Oh
what the
yeah,
actual
no,
werebear
I totally
mechanic
read that
is,
as soon
everything.
as I saw it.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, up your AC by 1, so you're up to 18, because that's part of your hide. So that's your first effect. So I'll just do that right now. There you are. And then if you want to bite or claw, you can also do that. They're pretty good. But doing damage with your great axe is going to be your best option right now. So your bear axe, yeah, 2d12 and crit is a X plus 3 so 2, 6 or 2 because 1, so 4. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 2d12 strength plus so 5. But do you? No, so you don't get that extra damage equal to your proficiency bonus on the bear axe unless you're blood raging, and that does come with the caveat that you attack whoever's closest to you.
Right. Okay, so just the +5.
So you might want to put that at just a +5, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Did I do it
catch
right
on
then?
that. But yeah, 2d12 plus strength plus 5, 4d12. Brutal as it is. Wait, hold up. The proficiency bonus. You have to remember to add your 1 to that from your because the great axe of Bellow is still that, so you still get that bonus to hit. So yeah, everything is looking good and juicy. So yeah, make that bear axe attack, man.
Oh, come on.
9 to hit. Wait, no, reckless attack. You have it at advantage, so make it other swing.
Good thinking.
16 does hit him, as in your Ursine form, you bring this axe into his shoulder, and you see his left arm that he was using to hold his bow drip down like 2 inches as his shoulder kind of slowly disconnects from him.
Oh.
That is your turn. Vogelthop. Danny, what does Vogelthop do? Castiel.
Castiel.
No.
The baby, my favorite.
He can't get through there. He has to go through the door.
Yes, I know. I am thinking.
You have to do this.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to figure out how to do that second arrow, if you right click while you're holding that left click, you can add a stopping point.
What the heck?
That's what the monk's movement looks like.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, so if you want him to go like here to here to here, 42 feet, his movement, he dashes as a bonus action, so he can move, I think, 50 feet.
Yeah, if he can do
The
it.
enemy.
If he can do it.
Yeah, so he gets there. Make either your ass fit or your 2 claw, or your claw and bite attack.
Alright, we're just gonna.
So ask fit 12. So unfortunately, he spits and he goes to have it hit him. It hits the wall behind him, but you
Aw.
see a little bit of splash comes off, and the bandit does end up taking 2 acid damage, as a little bit does scrape against him, but not quite full amounts.
It,
That's going to be his turn.
but
Eltiel, you are up.
it gets
Last
him
one
no
behind
matter
all
what.
the snares. What do you do? Where do you go?
Well, I mean, clearly we gotta go through the door, but let's try and avoid the traps as best we can.
Okay, so you have 30 feet of movement, so you can get a to the door, basically. So you
Yeah.
can get like a right to the left of Terry,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's unless you want to cast a spell, that's your turn.
no, that's fine.
Okie dokie. That comes to Furious George. For now, you can see actually. Yes, everything is good. Furious
cool.
George walks and looks at the situation, and goes to help Gogolthop as he notices that this guy's kind of done a beating. And he's going to go for 2 attacks on this guy's face. So those are going to hit, and yeah, with that, he goes in signature move, naps this dude's neck instantly. This monkey has no mercy and plays hard.
None at all.
Just annihilating that guy. Yeah, that's going to go to Terry's turn. Abigail, what does Terry do?
He can't go to where Todd is.
He can. The door's open now.
He's gonna go over there.
Okie dokie. So he goes over to Todd. Is he gonna hurt this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so make those chomp attacks against him then. Make that chomp attack. 23 to hit. That does it. Terry runs up, grabs this guy by the neck. Doesn't quite get the jugular, but does quite a bit of damage against him, and he is looking bad. It comes to their turn. Suddenly, everything you see within the bounds of a right north of Pier turns black. It is if you have closed your eyes, you cannot see anything. So this bandit is going to make an attack at disadvantage because he can't see jack shit. Yeah, everything just went black. And even with dark vision, it's not dark. It is black. You cannot see. This is magic. You can know. 13. Yes. Well, we'll see when it gets to your turn. So that's going to be that. Lorax, you are up.
So
everything is dark.
everything is dark.
Everything's dark. You can't see anything. You're sharp on the ground.
And continual flame wouldn't help. It's just.
It's. I will say this. There's a magical darkness, and you would know as a spellcaster that the only way to dispel this is with high-level light magic.
Right. That means nothing to me, but I'll just.
You would need to have a higher level spell that does.
All right.
That does it.
I guess
So.
like.
So you move over there, okay. You fumble with your hands, feeling your way across the wall, getting over there. Coming to Alora's turn, everyone within the room, right before Alora goes, you feel something collect around your legs that is wet.
I don't like
and
that at
sticky.
all.
Everyone that is in this room up to the door. So everyone, Eltiel and Alora, you don't feel it yet, and you can't see it. But everyone that is in the room, everything gets wet and sticky. Alora, what do? You're in darkness, but you know that the door's in front of you.
Fairy fire.
It really wouldn't. Yeah, but the enemies have disadvantage on you, and they would have advantage against you. And actually, fairy fire would not work in magical darkness. Light will not dispel this darkness. The only way to get out of it is to move forward. Get into an area where there's not darkness, and the only way you know is through the next door.
on this map that we're on right now, is it 1 square 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
So you just move directly to the door? You get to hear, as when you enter the room, the web... Actually, make an dexterity saving throw. 24. Okay, you make it to here as the web slows you down but does not completely catch you up. Yeah, the web has filled the space. It is a spider's web that has filled the space around you.
Oh, I don't like
That is the wet stuff. It is sticky and wet spider web crossing your legs, and if you're not too careful, you won't be able to move on your turn. Todd, coming to you, make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, Todd, you cannot. Well, you take the result on the left either way. You can't move this turn. You can still attack.
Okay, I'm still gonna attack that dude then.
Okay, make a reckless attack with your bear axe. To
I don't
advantage.
want to do the bear axe.
I mean, you can. Well, you would have to go out of bear form, and then that would, not be good. Yeah, you hit him. You come in with that axe. You split him right into his head. His eyes go separate ways, and he falls to the ground. That is going to be your turn. The Vogelthop is up. Danny, what does Vogelthop do?
I mean, probably just, follow towards the door as much as he can.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Aww.
Did you slap him to death?
Yeah, no, I that's what I put for claws.
Yeah, 2d8 plus strength. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
You also know that you add your you also add a +1 for your bellow. Yeah, your dexterity save 9. Yeah, you get stuck right here. You can't move past it. That's Oh, sorry, Vogelflop you said is going to the door, right?
Yeah. It's not my turn yet.
And you made it out. Yeah, he can't move his turn. He's stuck in place.
Oh.
Yeah. However, you could try and have him use his acid breath to melt the web.
If it'll work, we can try it. Why not?
Make an attack roll. Make an attack roll. A 9. Okay. He starts spitting out a little bit of acid and melting a middle bit of area. And he clears up a few tiles, but nothing that will immediately help anyone too soon. Coming to your turn, do you rush in to try to get through?
Yeah, so let's get through the door.
Okay, so make a dexterity saving throw. Okie dokie, you get stuck right here.
Okay.
Unless you want to cast a spell, that's your turn. Okay, George is going to double dash to get 150 feet of movement after he makes his saving throw. If he can make a saving throw. So let's see. Well, I take the one on the left, so I turn off the advantage anyway. Oh, it's disadvantage, actually. But yeah, he makes his save, so he makes half movement. So he can actually with his regular movement, he can get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can get to the door. That's his regular movement without dashing, even in difficult terrain. God, I love you, George. So he's going to make 2 attacks against this door, like the noble man he is. Tyler is, saving the party's ass, even without him being here, and I'm just so ready for him to actually be playing the game. So he goes to hit the first time with bindings, they kind of glance off, not dealing as much damage. The second time, boom, they come in firm, and he dents it pretty good, but, still have a little bit of a ways to go on that door. As he does, Terry comes up. What is he doing? Terry's turn.
Well, Terry's gonna try to move closer to the door, like that Terry's door is at.
Okie dokie, have a dexterity saving throw for Terry. Nice. He can move, but I believe his movement speed is 25 feet. So he can move 3 squares, I'll say. So he gets here. That's his turn. So as George is going to unlock the door, he is forced to make a dexterity saving throw. As 21. So he makes it. So he only takes 8 damage. 4 damage. As spinning knives. Actually, you can't see. So you just hear George go, and it hurts.
It hurts.
You just hear George go. Yeah, it hurts. And then also, he, you additionally hear, why me? As he takes more hit points of damage.
What is happening?
Yeah, he is he's getting hit with things. That's what's happening.
Something is
And
hitting him. We don't know what it is.
yeah, exactly. That's gonna bring us to Abigail's turn. Lorax, what do? You are barely in wild shape, by the way.
I'm gonna keep pushing towards where Fury Storage is.
Okie dokie. Dexterity saving throw.
Brit.
You are stuck in place, unfortunately. If you'd like to try to cast anything to get loose, you're welcome to, but you're kind of stuck as far. Well, actually, no, you're wild shape, so you can't cast, so that's just your turn.
Well, don't I have the cloak or something? Oh no, that's not for magic.
Ironically, there's a later level ability that would have actually helped you in the situation of difficult terrain. Remember, difficult terrain slows your movement by double. It really sucks. So Alora, Scalius, you're just trying to get to the door, right? Yeah. So I'm making your dexterity saving throw real quick. You got a 15, so you unfortunately can only move a little bit. Can't get quite close as you want. Todd, you are up. What do you do, my man?
I'm also gonna move towards the door.
Yeah, 1 sec. Todd, make a dex save. What was your action, mate? So, Alora's gonna do something real quick.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But yeah, still make your dex save, my man. Just for anticipation of your turn.
Alright.
Okay, you get to move a 3 squares in your turn.
Heck yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use huge blast, and then I could bonus attack from spiritual weapon. Is that?
Yeah, okay. Both of those attacks will be disadvantage at the start, but yes. So disadvantage Eldritch Blast first. Aileen just did a great job of using a cantrip and a spell in the same turn.
Good job,
Yay.
Kayleen.
Action, bonus action, man. Also, what's funny is no one really saw Todd turn into bear. 14, yeah, you hit the door, and you see it blast, shake the iron as it weakens just a little bit. And your bonus action spiritual weapon, make your attack with it. To hit. Unfortunately, as you need the spiritual weapon out there, which, by the way, we're just gonna make it be this, just so there's something. It unfortunately does not quite make the mark on the door and only does a little bit of damage. So that is going to be your turn. Castiel's up next. Are you trying to get to the door?
Yeah,
Oh wait, do I need to move my 3 spaces?
Oh yeah, so here.
Yeah, sure.
You can also try to hit the door with one of your javelins or hand axes.
Nah, I don't want to waste a javelin.
You can still pick it up later.
Oh, fair point. Alright then.
So, and then make another attack with advantage, because it's dark.
With advantage or disadvantage?
make another attack, just straight, because you already did, or just make one at disadvantage, yeah.
Disadvantage, okay.
14, that still hits the door, dealing 11 damage. Yeah, you hit it, and you see this door is on its last legs. It is not holding up well, and it's just about ready to be burst into. Vogelstop, Danny, make a dex save for Castiel. Okay, he is able to move with a dash. 10, so 5 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets here. Or actually, shoot. Here. Danny, you're up. Don't worry, you're almost through the door.
We're almost to the door, and that's what's important.
And then things start sucking. Yeah, then things start sucking.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
My Wand of Radiant Sight wouldn't do anything, huh?
No, unfortunately, the Wand of Radiance only does the light cantrip, and you would need a spell like Daylight to burst open this darkness.
Alright, okay, well, let's just try to move
But you're
forward
pretty
then.
Sure, just by your knowledge of the dark. Yeah, dexterity save. And you're pretty sure by your knowledge of magic that darkness spells like this usually have a limited range. 2, unfortunately, you can't quite move yet, and you're stuck in place. Do you like to cast a cantrip or anything? You just say, go on without me. I'll be there soon.
Just go ahead. I'll catch up, I promise, at some point.
Gotcha. So Furious George throws 2 more punches into this door, and the rest of you, you hear it flying off of its hinges as it falls back, and everyone suddenly, your vision returns, and you see the web that's coursed around you, and you look around the room, and you see the light pouring in from the door in front of you, and all of you, 1 second, sorry, just getting a thing. Don't mind me. See these guys right here.
Ooh, fun.
And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. Okie dokie. Take the one on the left if you accidentally made it at advantage or disadvantage. Take the one on the left.
Okay.
So, if you are below a 17, you fail. You can also see Abigail, Allura, Lorax.
Fail.
Yeah. So, well, actually, Jakin succeeded because it's the one on the left. That's the rule when you accidentally roll with disadvantage and things like that. Actually, Jakin, you have advantage, so it would have been 22 anyway. Because you have Danger Sense. Remember, you have Danger Sense advantage on saving throws, Jakin. For dexterity.
Right.
So, and then you'll take a half again because she's rage. So, the rest of y'all, you take 20 fire damage on a failed save. Jakin, you take a total of 5 after your rage and save, so 5 total damage.
Okay.
As a Molotov cocktail explodes and consumes the web around you, burning in and around your skin and armor, just singeing you all over. It's pretty brutal. Jakin, you manage to burn through it. You know, a lot of your hide and hair kind of catches the flame. But yes, 20 damage. And also remember to do that for Terry and for Castiel, for Danny and Abigail. Remember to apply that damage to them as well.
Right.
Babies.
So yeah, Terry is now at yeah. Okay. So that comes to Terry's turn. The webs are gone around him. What does he do? He's been singed.
He's been singed?
It's not like an effect or anything. He's just, burned.
Oh, my poor baby.
Like everyone was.
Okay, well, he's still gonna, he's a trooper. He's gonna keep pushing forward.
So he's gonna try to go for the fight?
Yeah.
15, 20, 25. He gets right here, actually. And he's going to just try to bite this bandit. So make a bite attack.
Yeah.
I'm attacking, guys. It's this bitch. Okay, and then this guy's going to have to do a... So, Terry goes to this guy's ankles, bites him a pretty solid amount. Like, you hear a little crunch, and this guy falls on the ground prone. Terry just knocked this guy's ass over. Terry come up with a representation. Unfortunately, it is now all of their turns, and Terry's right in front of them.
Oh no.
Oh,
Terry, no!
Tyler,
It's
if you
fun,
kill my
baby, yeah.
T-Rex, I will rage.
You don't know what to do? Okay. Well, first of all, it's just a really weird formation y'all have yourselves in right now.
It wasn't chosen!
Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of put us. You kind of set us up weird at the beginning.
I know, I'm trying to do things. This guy is going to go and throw Terry. Let's see how he does that. Let's see how he does with that. He gets a pretty good fucking chuck. It throws Terry all the way over here. After he stands up, that's gonna be his whole turn. These two dudes brush in past Tyler to you, and this guy is gonna brush in past these two to you, Abigail. This guy is gonna incur an opportunity attack from Vogelflop. So Danny, make an attack to Castiel with whatever you want, just one of his attacks. Okie dokie, that hits. So this guy takes 5 piercing damage as he gets a little snap taken out of his elbow from Castiel. And then Furious George is going to make a quick little snap with his bindings, which is just going to get a glancing blow, only dealing a little bit of damage, but still hits him for just a small amount of health. So that's going to be their turn coming in. You then see these guys are just going to back right here and just ready for whoever comes and just hit them hard. And you see this guy right here. He is make a wisdom saving throw, Todd.
Oh gosh,
eh.
that's not gonna go well.
Hey, you got to turn off your advantage, man. When
Dude, I
when you don't have
forget.
it. Yeah,
Dude,
no,
let me do
just
it again.
no, you're fine. You're fine. You failed. I'm gonna have it for Tyler as well. Okay, Tyler just barely edges out. Todd, you see this bandit approaching you. You get ready to go in for your next swing, and you feel your muscles lock up as you feel yourself frozen in place by a spell cast upon you. That's gonna come into Lorax's turn. You are up. You are
Sorry?
You got knocked out of wild shape.
Yeah, I'm not wild shape anymore.
You do have your staff of healing, and everyone's looking bad.
That's
I will
what
say.
I was wondering. Can I just use that, or does that take an action? Because
It's not.
I thought it took an action to charge.
No, not an action for charge. You can use an action to cast the 5 charges.
Okay. But so
So you
I
can
can just
do-
do.
You could do Master
All right,
Wounds,
shoot,
yeah.
I'll do that.
So let me just look at that real quick.
Yeah.
Let me just look at the spell description real quick. So basically, everyone gains. What's your wisdom, Abigail?
My modifier?
Wisdom? Yeah, your modifier. It's 5. I looked it up. Okay, roll 3d8 plus 5. Yeah, Abigail, roll 3d8 plus 5. Everyone regains 21 hit points.
Including me?
Yeah. Abigail, what does your magic look like? What does the healing look like as it comes out of staff?
It's like little glittering mini land sharks, and they all just like kind of float to people.
No. Yeah, so you can only go to max, by the way, with that healing. So
Yeah.
you can only go to your max HP. So it doesn't restore temporary.
Oh yeah,
But
my
yeah,
bad.
little mini land sharks float over and give you little kisses on the cheek,
Yeah.
and you feel restored.
I love
They
that
kiss
for
your wounds better.
us.
That is going to be Lorax. Lorax's delightful turn, honestly. And the bandits, they feel jealous that they don't get
They
kisses.
get no kisses.
So Laura, we come to you. What do you do? Everyone liking how I did this combat so far?
Okay, so I'm going to leave or trying to roll.
No, the webs have been burned away from that fire that came through, just so y'all know.
I'm gonna fine.
So you're going to get right behind him? Okay.
And then I cast a spell like over him. Like,
Yeah, you can cast a spell around him,
Yeah.
so long as he's not in the range of the target. Like if it's like a 15-foot cube, so long as he's not in the 15-foot cube. Spellcasters, takes time. How's everyone's evening going? Liking the battle? Enjoying the horse flops?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
By the way, everyone that's at this point has noticed that Todd has turned into a bear. A bear that is standing on 2 feet and holding an axe and looks very pissed.
Absolutely.
But he seems to be friendly
we'll
towards
deal with
y'all.
that later.
It's like a lure of being a changeling. It's like, whatever.
It's fine. We'll deal with that later.
I'm just gonna
Mighty Daggers?
daggers, yeah.
Okay, so lower one of your spell slots by 2, or 2 of your charges on your tambourine, one of your folks. Like, lower one of your second level spell slots. Like, use it in your spell slot, or use 2 charges in your tambourine.
I did that because I used
Okay.
weapon.
Coolio. Also, you can use your bonus action to attack Bobbles' friend. Because it's still up.
I'm actually gonna use something else for bonus action.
Okay, cool.
Just paying attention. I want to use Mantle of Inspiration to get the holy contemporary.
Okay, how many?
It's 20. I'm just gonna set it in Chinese.
Okay. So everyone gains 5 temporary hit points, and if you would like to, you can use your reaction to move up to. You can use your reaction to move your full movement speed ahead into the fray. So everyone gains 5 temporary hit points. So if you already have hit points, you can. If 5 is more than that, you gain them. If you have more than 5, you don't gain them. That's how temporary hit points work. So basically, y'all can all move 30 feet. In George's case, 50 feet. He's going to gain his hit points, and he is going to bonus action. No, he can't actually disengage. So George is going to do a great sacrifice and take a lot of these prepared attacks as he goes through here, out of range of them for a second.
Do we have
So he's
to?
gonna.
Do we have to move, or can because I have this guy in front of me? Can I just chill here?
You don't have to move. You just can if you want to.
Okay.
You see George takes a quick swipe of a longsword as a bandit just gets a clean hit on him, but it's not too bad. So he takes this opportunity to move. Anyone else move? Jakin, do you move, or do you keep on the guy with you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep up with the dude in front of me.
Yeah.
Animals get temporary hit points as well.
They do, but if they already have 5 or more, then they don't gain any extra. So how temporary hit points works is if you have 5 temporary hit points and you gain 6, you have 6 temporary hit points. You don't have them together. You just have whichever's higher. It's weird, but it's how it works.
All right.
That's raw D&D. So Alora, that is your turn.
No.
Your potted daggers, yeah, the damage. So these guys are gonna have to make dexterity saving throws. Only 2 of them. So let's see how they do. They do pretty good. So they'll take half damage. So roll your 44. I think. Yeah. So they take 4 damage each. So the bandit that's on the ground, or that stood up, that was on the ground, he looks like that kind of hurt him pretty bad. The big guy, he seems nearly unfazed. He looks tougher than the rest of them. The guys to the left and right of this central dude, the guys to the left and right look really big and tough. Yeah, they're brutal. Anyways, that's going to be Laura. Todd, your turn is up. Got a fucker in front of you. Destroy him.
Yep, that's the plan. Wait, can I attack then move? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can
Very
do
cool.
that. You have movement, you have an attack, and you have a bonus action.
All right, cool.
You can use them for whatever. You also have a reaction and your item interaction.
All right, I'm gonna hit him with my bear axe.
Do that.
At advantage. I keep forgetting.
Well, roll another attack, but you hit him. Just roll it to see if you got a critical.
At advantage? Or normal?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Alright, because I was thinking I was doing reckless attack.
Yeah.
That was my thought.
So just keep your attacks on advantage for now, because you're reckless.
Yeah, that's what.
So you did 23 damage, because the other one. So you see this guy, he gets beat into a pulp, and you see he just passed out. Like, he's not quite dead, but he
How much health does this man have?
pain. He had 25 hit points, and he took almost all of them out, and he wiped out from the pain. You can stomp on him as you run to kill him if you want.
Wait 1 second. Don't I do 25 damage though, because I'm raging?
Do you add your rage damage to your bear axe?
That's what I thought. That's how that worked.
Did you include that in the attack?
No.
Yeah, because you are raging when you are a bear. That is how it works. And then there's a separate thing called blood rage, which we'll get into later. We don't need to do that this together.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, I'll step on his head as I move.
Cool, yeah. So you just kind of wipe him out. He, unfortunately, meets his end unconscious beneath your barefoot. As you get actually right up to these guys, and you feel your great axe whisper to you, "Or." And you get another attack. Who do you make it against?
The guys. Wait, which one's tougher? The guy in the middle or the guys on the side?
The guys on the left and right are tougher. The guy on the left has taken a hit. The guy on the right is untouched.
Huh. I'm gonna go for the guy on the left.
Okie dokie, make your attack. At advantage. Bear axe, man. Okie dokie, that is going to hit him, and you bring that axe into his upper bicep, but he, flexes away and dodges and deflects the damage of the blow, but it is still pretty brutal on him. That is going to be your turn. We go to the Vogel spot. Danny, what is he, Castiel, up to?
I think he's just gonna attack the guy that's right in front of him, because why not?
Julio, make your claw and bite attacks. Or your acid spit, whichever one.
We're gonna do claw and bite this time.
We're gonna do
Okie dokie. Those are both gonna hit. 17 damage total. This guy looks like he just gets mauled by Castiel. He is not looking good. He is pretty brutalized. That's gonna bring us to Danny. Eltiel, your turn. What are you doing? All the way in the back of the room. You gotta catch up with everyone.
Yeah, well, obviously, first we're gonna move forward up to where everyone else is.
Leaving it here.
Yeah, that's actually.
And if you want to dash, you can get further back to action.
No, right there is.
Unless there's something else you want to do.
Perfect. Hold on, I'm thinking.
You can't ask anything.
I'm thinking though. You don't know, we're just gonna stick there for now.
Gonna cast anything? You can see this guy through the door.
If I can see, what kind of enemy is that? I can't even tell. I can't see what that is.
he is one of the tougher guys, probably one of the guys in charge, and he's pretty buff, but he's also been pretty hurt. You can hit him with your crossbow, you can hit him with a spell.
Let's hit him with a cantrip. We're gonna use Toll the Dead real quick, which is becoming my favorite thing.
Sure, that's wisdom saving throw. Right?
Oh, hold on.
Danny?
Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. What's your DC? He fails it. So, yeah, he takes the D12 damage. Roll your D12. Actually, roll your D12 and add a D6 to it because of your holy set.
Okay.
So a D12 plus a D6. Dice. 14 damage. You clang your mace against your shield, ringing out a holy toad that seeps into this man with all the guilt of the evil he has done, and rocks him to his core. Just rocks him. That's when comes to Furious George's turn. He sees this man in his weakness. He's gonna exploit it. Exactly. It's like the Ghost Rider's Hellblaze or whatever, Hellgaze.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, George comes in. He's gonna hit this man up with his bindings, and you know what? He is going to Flurry of Blows, go for another one. Yeah, and with that comes for his signature move, wrapping those bindings around, popping that head off like just a doll. Just you hear, it's like a loud, just right. It's disgusting, but fantastic as well. He takes that guy down. That's his turn. Terry's up. What is he doing? He's in the corner, having been thrown. How rude! Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody but Terry in the corner. He is going to charge at the guy in front of him.
Okie dokie, move him over there. With your mouth.
Hold on, my computer keeps like freaking out when I try to move.
You're good. I can try to get him.
Okay, thanks.
Just make your attack against him.
Okay.
That hits for 14 damage. Okay, and then he has to make his save. So slash roll d20 plus 11. Okay. Hey, this guy falls over as Terry bites into him, dealing a majority of his hit points. This is the mage, by the way, that was casting all that fire and those webs and that darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Being really annoying as a bit. So yeah, he is on the ground. Speaking of which, it is going to be coming to their turn. So, given the position you're in, okay, so 10 plus that, okay, yeah. So, this rogue is going to come over here, and he's going to do a little stab on you, Todd. That's going to hit, and that does, as I recall, you take 5 after rage damage as this guy comes up and stabs you with a rapier. And then he comes in for a second attack. Not a sneak attack though, so it won't hurt that as much. That hits you 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is going just to do 1d8 plus 5, so 4 damage after resist rage. So take that much. Okie dokie. So y'all are now okay. That was that guy. Sorry. Big boy over here also gonna hit you, Todd, because you know you kind of grouped up and you've been attacking recklessly, so he gets advantage. So he gets 2d6 plus 5%. Gotcha. Flash roll to. Actually, it's 4 attacks, but it's advantage, so it's the okay. Gotcha. 16. So he only hits you with one of them. Flash roll 5. So he hits you for 5 damage after rage. Just swinging a great sword into you, and this bandit goes in for a stab. Not quite as impressive as the other guy. 15 doesn't manage to get you. You kind of sideswipe him. Your fur is a little obscuring your true shape, so he doesn't really find purchase on you. That is going to be, I believe, everyone's turn there. Abigail, Lorax, it is your turn.
All right. So for my spell, the fire blade or whatever one.
One thing I forgot, Abigail. This guy didn't take his turn. He's gonna attack you.
Oh gosh, dang it!
What's your AC right now?
These are rude.
That was very rude. I
Extremely.
think it's 19.
Okay, so that hits.
19.
So he does 5 damage because he sucks as he swings a sword at you. Just knocking out your temporary hit points.
I don't appreciate that.
That's
So now it's your turn.
Well, now I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
But my
Do it.
question was with the flame blade spell, it says like that I evoke it and it lasts for the duration. But I don't know what. Oh, it's up to 10 minutes. So can I just keep using it?
Flame Blade, 1 bonus action, concentration. Yeah, so long as you maintain concentration on, it's in free hands. Yeah,
Right.
you can do that. You can just keep that so long as you're holding on to it. Just anytime you take damage, you remind me you have to make a concentration check.
So
yeah,
can I cast this and use it? Like on the
you
same
can cast
turn?
it and use it as part of the turn.
Okay.
So roll. It's going to be a D20 plus 8. D20 plus 8 to hit, and it's going to do 3d6 fire damage. I think it's
1d20 plus 8.
Yeah, a D20 plus 8 to hit, and then 3d6 fire damage. Okay, so that is going to hit the guy. Roll your 3d6.
Alright.
Okie dokie. He takes 12 fire damage as you cut into him, and you sear into his skull, absolutely melting him.
Oh.
He is down. Do you move forward to try to go with these guys? Yeah. Okie dokie. You move over here. That is going to bring us to a Loris. Gretathon, what do you do?
It's blocked right now.
You can move through there.
Alright. I'm gonna move that.
Where to? Okay, you're going to take 2 opportunity attacks.
Wait,
Yep, from the rogue.
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
from
be
the
right
bandit.
back. Emergency just occurred.
You're good.
Oh.
Sure. That's fine. Actually, just the rogue. So, D20 plus 27 hits you. Well, being a DM, it's fun. You take 15 piercing damage as a rapier cuts past you as you run past. What do you do when you get up there? And then you're
well, let's see. I'm going to attack this motherfucker.
I'm back.
Actually, I'm going to attack all 2 motherfuckers using
for emergency.
Oh yeah, for that. Oh yeah, some I thought my little sister was crying, but she was just laughing, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to
Sorry.
So there was no emergency.
Yeah.
magic missile.
Okay.
There never was.
Magic missile.
And I'm going to hit all 3 of the dudes that are in front of me.
Okay, gotcha. So you're gonna hit these 3 guys.
Heal 1d. Damage.
Yeah. So do 1d4 plus 1 3 times. And then you can do up enter to repeat the commands. So 3, 2, and 2.
Oh.
All right, hey, still some. So you see little blasts. Okay, cool. Little blasts of pocket glitter go into. What do you do for your bonus action? You use your sword to hit him.
Yeah, let's do that.
No, your spiritual weapon.
Oh, my spiritual. Yep.
Yeah, that's still up.
Got it.
No, it's you just keep moving it. It's just always there. Bonus action every time your turn. Super sweet. To bring up the spell card, I guess. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah. On the attacks. Yeah. Roll that. Against you. Okay, that is going to hit him for 6 damage. You see, he is on his last legs. With that last cut. What is your spiritual weapon to fight? What weapon do you summon to fight? It can look like things that aren't a weapon, by the way. It can be a giant tambourine.
It is large cowbell.
A large cowbell.
A large cowbell.
So this cowbell goes, the Taco Bell gong sounds like right against the skull. Absolutely ringing his bell. That's going to bring us to Todd's turn. Todd, you got 3 guys in front of you, all ready for your chopping.
I'm gonna go for middle guy.
Okie dokie. Roll to attack with that bear axe, my man.
Wait, roll how many attacks?
Sorry, I said roll with your bear axe.
Oh, I thought you said roll 2 attacks. Yeah, but there we go.
Okie dokie. Yeah, 17 hits. Who are you going for?
The guy directly in front of me.
That's, just click on him with your... Gotcha. Little bandit boy. Yeah, he had 4 hit points left, and you just did 26 damage to him. So...
He doesn't exist anymore.
He died.
Yeah.
He super died.
Hey, roll another attack roll, but don't roll damage. Just roll another attack roll at advantage.
Wait, roll 1 in advantage?
Yeah, so roll another attack roll at advantage. Yeah, but just it's not damage, so we are ignoring the damage. So you cleave through this guy and plung your axe into the side of the guy next to him, dealing 20 damage to him. So, like going through a subordinate right into the superior, you have the promotion axe, and it rides across the corporate ladder, flying the blood as it goes. And yeah, that is a great attack, my man. So it's going to be Castiel's turn.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah, what was that, Jacob?
I just said sweet.
Cool. Yeah, Castiel, whenever you're ready.
Just thinking. Alright, so,
I'm going to just play tavern music for fun, so let's see how that goes.
so...
that's 3 hours, apparently.
Oh, well then. So Castiel's gonna, try and get up to help Terry. So like...
Okay, she's gonna try to get up to help Terry?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, move him is 50 feet.
Right there.
So 10 squares.
Yeah, alright.
So he's gonna hit the magic guy?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can either make your your claw and bite attack or your acid spit.
Already done.
Okay, acid spit, unfortunately, it hits the wall behind him as he is still on the ground from Terry's bite. And it misses just barely. LTL, that comes up to your turn. What do you do? He really is. He's just trying so hard.
He's trying so hard today. And it's just not working. Give me a minute, I'm thinking.
This is just cozy tavern ambiance music, so.
That is A-okay.
Just take it out. Why don't you just jam when you battle? Be like a bard.
So, LTL's gonna go up to, like right here. And, we're going to, use... Hold on, I'm thinking. We're gonna use, Bless on,
3 people.
Yeah, so we're gonna use it on Laura, Todd, and Furious George, because they're all right there.
Okay, Allura, Todd, and Furious George. This blue dot means that you're blessed. It means you add a d4 to your attacks. Your attack rolls. So to hit. That's going to be your turn?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Assuming you said yeah, because I can't hear you.
I definitely said yes.
Okay, gotcha. So Furious George, he's going to come run through these people, come out the other side, and go in for the flurry of blows. He's going to go for his 3 attacks, because he's a badass, because monks are insane. So, he only actually hits once, though, dealing 11 bludgeoning damage as he grabs the guy's arm and jerks it into an awkward angle. This guy kind of freaks out in a bit of pain, but keeps some composure. That's going to move us on to Terry Rex's turn. What's Terry do? Abigail, Lorax.
Terry's just gonna attack that guy in front of him. He
Okay,
says,
go make a chopper.
Trump.
20 to hit, doing 14 damage. You see this fight is hard and it hurts. And this guy, threat of existence, like
Big
1 hit point away. Yeah, he is barely alive. That goes into their turn. This spellcaster, being nearly killed by a baby dinosaur and an ugly vulture,
Oh,
in his
rude.
pride and his self-importance, says, fuck it, and then suddenly, I'm gonna need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw,
I
please.
just like that.
Can't make me.
Actually, it does wrap around corners, so yes, it does hit Abigail as well, even though you're in the other room.
Wanna?
And that's also for your animals, too.
I know.
So, everyone rolled their rolls. Okay. If you got above a 17, you take half of this. So you take 12 if you got above a 17. If you got below 17, you take 24. If you're Jakin, half whatever number I just gave you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jakin actually, he failed, so he gets 24. Or sorry, he takes 12. So he, again, Fireball. You're very familiar with it. You've all been blown up a few times. Erupts and actually does that damage to him too. Ironically, only taking his own life and mildly inconveniencing those of that around him. Actually, these guys need to roll dex saves too.
And doesn't George need to?
Yes, as well. These guys, they will fail, so they will take 24 fire damage. So actually, that he just killed his captain and severely wounded his rogue compatriot. Actually, no, he gains back, so it's rogue, yeah. He pretty much bruised, and only this rogue is left. That leads into the Lorax's turn. What are you going to do, Lorax?
Can I run at him with my fire blade?
You can
Or
run and hit him with
can
the fire blade.
Or can I
You want
use
one of
my?
them?
Well, hold on.
You want to end the encounter from one to winter?
Whoa! Hold on. Can I use my staff of healing again? Because I'm still very confused by this.
Yeah, you can use it again. You have 5 charges left, so you can do another Massacre Wounds, but then you're out of charges until the next day.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just let the people take it.
Okay, so roll your 3d8 plus 5. Everyone regains 24 hit points. This is why we have the staff of healing. Protects us against fireballs. Okie dokie. That is going to be your turn?
Yeah.
Laura, you're up. What do you do?
For the bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead.
You're welcome. for temporary hit points. We're right against the end of the battle.
Okay, never mind. You know, wait.
All right, we're making T and it's steeping, so she's gonna make an attack with her spiritual weapon. I'll get it. We're trying to figure out who's gonna do things. It's fun. Yeah. So I'm gonna help her do that attack through her character sheet. It's a difference between the two. And you got a natural one. I'm sorry that my bad luck transferred to you. It hits between the guy's legs, but does not come close to hitting him. As your action, you wanted to. That's your bonus action. You can cast a spell. Magic missile. Cool. He takes 3d4 plus 3 damage, which is 8. Which, boom, that knocks the rest of his hit points off, and you annihilate him, ending our combat.
Yay!
Woo.
Okie dokie. So,
Hey, Kayleen didn't die that time.
Oh, good
yeah,
job!
Kayleen, you didn't die. Congratulations. Hey, and I threw 2 fireballs at you, and you didn't all die either.
Yay!
You're welcome.
Yeah, so now I know I can be even harder on you.
Oh.
No.
Hey, this time you weren't that low in hit points, you know?
To be fair,
So
I mean,
would y'all like to hear about all the treasure and shit you just got?
Oh, yeah. Take note.
Yes, Kayleen must take notes of this treasure, and she's a party accountant.
And a giant nerd.
I picked a
Yes,
bunch of spells
so-
in anticipation that you were gonna throw a bunch of random shit at us, and I didn't need to use any of them. Now
I
I'm
gotta look at your
upset.
spells and see what random check Okay, so you each gain 240 gold pieces.
Wait, each or in total?
You each gain 240. You gain 1,200 total.
Yo, that's
So
a lot.
240 each.
That damn.
Yeah, it breaks down to 240 each. Additionally, you find a ring of spell storing, which has a fireball currently in it, and stores up to 9 levels of spells.
Oh dang.
You also find boots of speed. Additionally, you find gauntlets of forceful delivery, which makes your melee attacks do more damage. God.
Oh, sweet.
As well, you find a ring of protection, which increases your AC by 1 and your saving throws by 1 as well. Additionally, you find in the back corner over here, y'all get this gate open, and you find 5 girls in the cages. You find 3 in one cage and 2 in another, and you see that the empty cage seems like it's recently been occupied. And while you're scouring out the compound, you find a list of 10 names. There are 5 people who match descriptions and 5 people who are missing, and the ones who are missing have dollar amounts noted beside them. These dollar amounts in gold pieces are noted as being signed to Salazar. And you additionally find a map. Exactly. You additionally find a map leading to West Point marked Salazar. So you now know that Salazar is in West Point. And that he was the one who evidently is buying these girls up. And that maybe you just took down the majority, if not all, of his operation.
Wait, what was the thing that got me more damage? Sorry.
It's going to be called, so whoever is, I'll address this as whoever's getting it. For Kayleen, the ring of spell storing. For the monk, the boots of speed. For Jakin, the gauntlet of forceful delivery. For either Abigail or Danny, the ring of protection. So whoever wants the ring of protection between you two. It just ups your AC by 1 and all of your saving throws by 1.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
into the ring, but I also have the staff of healing and stuff. So if Danny wants
Danny.
it,
Yeah, I'll take
Yeah, Danny,
the
if you want to
ring.
get that ring, yeah. So increase your AC by 1 and increase all of your saving throws by 1.
Okay.
So actually, let me see if I can do that really
Yeah.
quickly, easier for you. So, come on, open the sheet. I don't know why
already
it's doing this to me.
I already added one to my AC, so.
Okay, yeah, so just add it to the AC and then, add it to your modifiers or put a little note there or something to help you remember.
What's
I don't know why.
What's
but it
my
does not want me
modifier?
to look.
What's my modifier for the gauntlets I just got again?
So the gauntlets, they add a D6 force damage to any melee attack you make.
Dang.
So an additional D6. And lastly, I would like everyone to make a perception check.
Alright.
As you all free the girls, giving them enough gold and supplies to make it to the nearest town, or escorting them, whatever y'all style is. Before you exit the cave top, you see in the corner, nestled in this little ridge, a shiny object. Right over in here in this room. Yeah, but they're unlocked.
Over there?
You can. Who all goes in there? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go in there. I like shiny stuff.
As you all approach, who goes the closest to approach or pick it up or see what it is? Allura, as you approach, you see before you an egg the size of about 2 feet tall and a foot wide. And the exterior of it is a deep, dark, grayish silver. It is scaled, so the egg has scales on it, and it is deep silver. And you can sense deep magic from it.
Take the egg?
I mean, no one else is. Yeah, y'all take the egg.
Oh yeah, let's take it.
Yeah, egg.
Another one! Yay!
You can attempt to cast Detect Magic or Identify on it to gain some information. Our character Druid, do you have any of those spells? Detect Magic or Identify?
Yeah, I
anything like
detect
that?
magic.
Okay. As you look over the egg, you see a strong transmutation spell affecting specifically the egg and its contents.
Oh.
But additionally, you see just a lot of concentrated raw magic. So whatever's in this egg is a magical creature of great strength. And it seems that there is a powerful spell that has been placed upon it that is altering a nature of something of it. So it changes something about whatever's inside of the egg, the creature. But yeah, transmutation is magic that changes things. It changes properties. It can, it's like alchemy. But something about the egg is being changed by a pretty powerful spell, is what you gather from that. So you all, having gathered this, your bag of holding doesn't have oxygen. The egg technically doesn't need it, but it'd be better to just kind of carry it with you.
I carry egg.
Carry it. Carry.
I mean, just hold on to your egg, man. Okay, who's carrying the egg?
I'll carry it. Oh.
Todd?
Sure.
Todd carries the egg.
I put it in under my top
Can we say
hat.
that it's in your top hat?
Under the top
What?
hat it goes.
Can we say that it's in your top hat?
Yeah, it goes under the top hat. Naturally.
Exactly. So
Into the top hat it goes.
Exactly. That's why the top hat is so big. By the way, Jakin, when you lift up this egg, it weighs like 50 pounds.
It still goes under the top hat.
No, I'm just saying, this weighs way more than you think it should. This stuff, whatever's in here is beyond natural.
It's supernatural. It's a ghost egg.
Well, that would be funny. There are better guesses that have been thrown around.
Vampire egg.
Okay.
Vampire.
Here's the thing. Do y'all want to know what this is, or do y'all want to wait until it hatches?
Well, it has scales, so I'm thinking it's some sort of lizard like a dragon.
A lizard egg.
It's a lizard.
Komodo dragon.
It could be a dragon, guys.
T-Rex.
Oh, it's gonna be a dang dragon. That's your way of making us fight a dragon, isn't it?
Why would I have you raise something to kill it? No.
Because
That's just
that's what you.
rude.
Yeah, fair. Still
No, I'm
something.
gonna get y'all to fight a dragon by having someone pay you to fight a dragon, and having you get cool armor from fighting a dragon.
Not fair.
Alright.
I'm gonna get y'all to fight a Hydra by getting y'all to get cool regeneration potions from the Hydra. Like, there's an easier way to motivate you. Do you want to know what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It is a silver dragon.
Ooh.
It's a what?
It is a silver dragon.
I was right. It was a vampire.
Silver dragons are functionally immortal, as they can hunt into a new life. So basically,
It's like
once
Buddhism.
they get big enough, they can forget everything they ever knew and then shunt into a new life. And they basically dedicate those lives to learning new skills. They make a masterwork piece of art and then go into a new life.
Interesting.
So there is a powerful magic spell placed on this dragon that makes it age faster than it should.
Oh, well, I don't like that. That means we'll lose
Well,
it
they can't die,
faster.
Danny.
But
No,
that
no,
just
no, so
means
Danny,
that we
he'll just
lose
forget
it
stuff quicker.
faster.
No, he doesn't die, remember? He just, like, whatever, what's it called again? With the
He's
Buddhism?
functionally immortal. It basically means he's going to grow up faster, so it won't take him 100 years to get big. That's my excuse for having him scale the party. He'll eventually be your flying mount.
He's my flying.
Or she, actually. I haven't rolled for the gender or anything.
Gender.
Roll for the
Do
gender?
it!
Okay. Even is girl, odd is boy. Rolling a d6. Even's girl, odd is boy. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
It's
It's
a
a boy.
Let's go burn
boy.
down a forest.
Like, guys, it's a silver dragon. Can we name him
Thanks,
Sterling?
Danny.
Oh my god, yes.
Kayleen asked if we can name the dragon Sterling.
Yes. Yes.
We'll
yes,
see if
yes,
the dragon
yes, yes,
accepts your naming of it.
I want to name it Greg.
Dragons are prideful. They view themselves as the most important creature in the room.
Sterling is valuable.
Yeah. But
wow.
as y'all kind of clear out of this cave, having finished another successful fight, seeing enemies prepared for you, gaining mysterious treasures, and getting even stronger together, seeing one of your strongest members turn into a bear, what conversations strike up between y'all as you kind of wind down from this pretty climactic encounter?
So,
How-
Todd.
How long have you been a
Yeah.
bear?
Dude, I have no clue. I just kind of woke up in a jail cell and now I can do it.
Is that
Sounds
why
cool.
the
Sounds cool.
cannibalism?
I also don't understand that at all. If I was a bear, it's really cannibalism to eat a person.
That's true.
Do you turn into a bear for them?
Why would I not turn into a bear for that?
So then where did the cannibalism come in?
I have no clue. But hey, I could turn into a bear.
Hey, Todd, do
But
you
hey,
turn
that's
into
cool.
a bear to show them how you can do it?
Wait, say that again, Tyler?
Reflex.
I couldn't hear what you said, Kayleen.
I was asking if you're gonna turn into a bear right now as like to show us.
Yeah, sure. I'll go full bear instead of half bear. I'm like on all fours and stuff.
Grizzly bear.
This is a full ass grizzly bear. Just chilling.
Yeah, it's like Abigail's wild pig.
Yeah.
Lit.
Except she just does land sharks.
Lit.
Yeah.
Alright then. That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, so. Sorry, I'm making tea with honey, and I just got some of the honey. It's very good.
Good job.
Good job.
I think also started this week. This is my first day with no drinking soda, so doing a lot of tea and ice water.
Good job.
Good job, Tyler.
Also, talking a lot is on the throat, so getting some hot ginger tea is nice.
Ooh.
So yeah, so just some little closing things. Yeah, so y'all make your way back towards West Point, which, by the way, is about like 7 days away. So I'll just say that y'all kind of make the trip safely. You encounter a few things along the way, but nothing you can't handle. A few minor scrapes and combat, a few little funny things with the Wand of Wonder. And, you feel the egg as y'all travel. You see the magical ones of you sense its energy pulsating occasionally, almost like kind of a contraction of or growing spurts of like it getting more ready to come out.
Fun.
And it kind of continues these little shakes every now and then for the few days that y'all travel, and y'all arrive back in West Point, knowing that Salazar is somewhere in the city. Your gut suspects the Terran Quarter, just because that's where the forest folk are. That's where the Thieves Guild is. But you're not sure. For Kayleen and Alora, you having gone back to the city, would you stop at Wendy Whistletrout's?
I sure will. That's my
Heck
favorite
yeah.
gal.
Wait, what about that little boy that was all like, "Go save my sister"?
One of
Sister?
one of the girls that was actually no, his sister is the one of the few that's actually with Salazar right now.
So we haven't saved yet. Darn.
So we still have to go save this kid's sister. All right.
Yeah. So Todd, do you go to the magic shop first time?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So everyone heads over there. Is anyone looking to spend their gold?
Give me a second to pull up
first
some
of all,
stuff.
For Kayleen, Alora, you see Wendy Whistletrout, goblin, southern charms lady she is, wearing her mech suit, walks over to Alora and says, "Oh, my favorite performer! I just gotta say, I have a new piece ready for you, just as you requested." And she goes into the back to fetch that. As she's in the back looking for things, is there anything that y'all particularly explore on the shelves? Any wands, staves, rings, cloaks, helms, all that sort of stuff?
I mean, if I kind of just want to know if there's anything that I would be able to cast magic with during Wild Shape.
So you'd be looking for wands and rapiers. They have expendable charges that you can use to cast that aren't from you.
Okay.
You're looking for stuff like that? Okay. What type of spell? Usually the wands are of a certain spell. So is there a spell that you're looking for in a wand?
Not specifically.
A wand of scorching ray. Okay, I'll say you see a wand of scorching ray. You see a wand of shatter. You see a wand of heat metal.
Ooh,
you see
a wand of heat metal.
Okay, you see on the description of the box the wand is in, it says pointing this at your enemies will heat the armor they're wearing and anything they're holding. So basically, it hurts people in combat, but you can also just use it to heat metal in general. You do know it has 7 charges and it regains 1d6 plus 1 per day.
Okay.
And then it's expendable, so it regains it, so it doesn't ever die, but you can only use it so many times. Yeah. So how much gold do you have?
How much gold?
How much
I have 580.
Only 80?
580.
580. That's different.
That is a little bit different.
Just a bit.
Yeah, you run up to the counter with the wand, and you see Wendy Whistletrout coming out of the back with Alora's items. See you with the wand and says, "Oh, well, that will just be around for a friend of Alora's. I suppose I could say 250 gold pieces."
Aye, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you pay it over?
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, so add wand of heat metal to your traits section for your equipment, and I'll put in the description later.
Okay. Yay.
Anyone else looking for anything?
Okay, wait. I think I got something I'm looking for.
Okay.
Let me find the name again.
Yeah, you can,
I'm looking for animated shield.
Okay, so a shield that floats in the air.
Yeah. so I can still do two-hand stuff, but also get more AC.
Yeah, okay, a dancing shield. Yes. So, funnily enough, as you mentioned, I'm looking for kind of a dancing weapon to yourself, just muttering. You see Wendy like, speaking of, I've got one of those right here. Here you are, Allura, your psychic dancing rapier. And she brings out this delicately crafted, intricate rapier with a kind of wing motif handle guard, a blue sapphire encrusted in the base of it, and the blade of which is shining silver with a pink hint to it. And you see it kind of hums to the touch. But yeah, so that is a +1 rapier. It deals an extra d6 psychic damage. And as a bonus action on your turn, you can command it to dance around for you. Dealing an attack and a bonus action. Next your turn. So there's that for her. For you, Jacob, for an animated shield, Wendy Whistletrout says, yeah, we have a few of those in stock. I think that will run you about, well, for a friend of Allura. Can I get you to do a athletics check for me as a flex to see if you can appeal to her taste, to see if you can get a discount?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Okay.
With advantage, my boy. That's on me, I didn't say it. 15. You pop a peck and another, like Terry Crews from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, just repeatedly. Like a little bit of the bear, like first at the show, as like a chest hair. And she says, I think I can lower that price down to about 200 gold pieces for a piece of meat such as yourself.
All right, Wendy. And then Todd says this while he pulls out a list from his back pocket. I've been doing some research, and I need it. I want to run some few things by you, and then I'll kind of decide what I want. Is that
Okay, what do you got for me?
all right? So other than the wing boots, or I mean, other than the animated shield, what about Kelp of the Mountebank?
Oh, Cape of the Mountebank. Well, I think I've seen a few of those go in and out of here. I have to look into my Z collection. Just mind me 1 second. And she goes back into the back. A lot of running back and forth. It's a good thing that she has a that whole mech suit to keep her there. She comes back out and says, "Hey, to the Mountebank. It was in my early summer collection. I haven't worn this for 30 years, but I do have it's a personal item, so I suppose I could be willing to part with it, but it only for 250 gold pieces."
And then, do you have any Belt of the Giant, Wendy?
Belts of giant strength. What sort of danger are you getting yourself into?
Too much.
How much gold do you have left after
I haven't bought
shield and
any of that yet. I'm trying to figure them out.
Have you marked down the prices?
The shield was 200, right?
Shield was 200. Cape of the Mountebank would be
250. So then
250.
I'd have 210 left.
Okay, what are you looking for now?
Oh, I know I lied. 160. And I'm looking for a Belt of Giant Strength. Any of them?
Yeah. Let me see those real quick. So she comes back to you from her back room and says, "Unfortunately, I don't think we've been able to acquire any sort of those things. Usually you have to kill a giant to get one, so,
Completely
I
understand.
mean, you might just pursue that method as far as acquiring giant strength belts. But
All right,
unfortunately,
Wendy.
I cannot help you in that regard."
All right,
Yeah,
Wendy.
you
Then I'll
can
get the. I want to get The shield and the cape, then.
Shield and cape of the Mountebank. Interesting style. A teleporting bear.
Teleporting band with a
terrifying thing,
magic shield.
A bear that can go through doors and that has a shield for the world.
Yeah.
With-
Also, I can
with the
take
top
people with me
hat.
through the door.
You can
With the
take
top
one
hat.
person with you through the door.
Yep.
At base level. And you got a spellcaster. Oh, by the way, actually, no, you can use cape of the Mountebank because you're not casting it. You can take one person with you when you do. So is anyone else looking for any magical items here in Wendigo?
Is there a tiny sword or something I could buy for Terry?
Yeah, is there
Like
something I
something-
can get for, like,
Something else
Castiel?
to attack with.
You go over to Wendy and you kind of present these questions to her, and she scratches her chin for a second, and she says, "Well, have you seen some of the more rough beasties be outfitted with some metal claws and teeth and that sort of thing?
Aw.
We could figure out maybe about some palladium extensions or possibly mithril if you want to be a bit more that way. It'd be a little bit of a pretty penny, but it would sure put a little bit more bite to their bite."
I want to give Castiel something. He deserves it. He tried so hard this last fight.
Okie dokie. So I would say you can get a set of palladium nail tips
Like
that you can.
acrylics.
They
Kinda
get
like
their
acrylics,
nails
but,
done.
like they're like magically affixed. So it's like a little enchantment that you just touch and they're magically on there and it's fine. No pain, no process of that. But yeah, you attach them. So basically, what that's going to do is for Castiel, that is going to make it so that his his claws now do 2d6 plus 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
And for
And
Terry,
also,
would that just give him a different attack?
So for Terry, she says, "Well, for this boy, I see his jaw seems to be the most important piece of equipment he has. So why not accentuate?" And then she, through a quick casting of a few spells in succession, produces a molded to his cheek exterior metal jaw. And she says,
Whoa.
"This thing will boost that little crunch's power by all sorts."
Yikes.
It's basically like a pneumatic booster to his jaw strength.
He just gets braced.
It's braces.
Basically, but they're real. Yeah, so you want to get that?
How much is it?
How much gold do each of y'all have?
Terry has 5. But
Oh,
Terry has 5
You
copper
could-
pieces. How many gold pieces do you have?
I have 330 gold pieces, but Terry has 5 gold pieces somehow.
Okay, well, yeah, he stole them from Todd, if I remember.
Oh, yeah?
We
Wait,
made
what?
another hand check. So
I buy
yeah,
that man a top hat and he steals from me. Or is this before the top hat?
This was actually after the top hat. It was the end of last session. I had a
What
roll
a
for it.
jerk.
It's more like a thing that he thinks is like y'all's thing. Like maybe you can steal some of his money. You can roll side hand checks. Like maybe it's your thing together. I'm just trying to see
He
if...
thinks it's friendship, like robbery.
Yeah, that's gonna run 250 gold pieces for each of you.
Alright.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it was. I already edited the info for Chomp, so it went up from 2d5 to 2d10 plus strength.
You know what? Terry's worth it. I'll do it.
Yeah, so he's a better chomper now. Yeah. So you get all that. Everyone satisfactorily spent their golds. Actually, real quick, I need to add to George's inventory his 240, and then his boots of speed.
How much money does George have at this point?
George, having not spent a single dime and being a good little saver boy, has 630 gold.
Well
Dang.
then.
I was around where I was at.
I was at like 550, but I want Castiel deserves stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm at
Yeah.
80.
I'm at 160. Take that.
Yeah, and also, by the way, if y'all ever just want to, ask me, like, hey, can I get that magic item that does this? We can come up with something, and I can just make up a price for it. Like, that's what I did for Kayleen's rapier. I made up a mind brand weapon.
We love
It's just a
that.
weapon that does psychic damage. Also, there's no weapon that does d6 extra damage. It's either 2d6 or 3d6. So I just made a fictional category of a weapon that's an extension of something that already exists. So homebrew's fun, my guys. Anything you want, I can make it into D&D rules.
That's a fun time.
By the way, now George can move 100 feet in rounds because he has boots of speed.
Oh my god.
Nice. I now can teleport 500 feet.
Yeah, once a day.
Once
God,
a day, I
imagine-
thought that was a bonus action.
Nope, once
Imagine
a day.
you're
Gotta
just
do
only-
living your
only
best
using
life, and then all of a sudden a bear teleports next to you. Like, scare the shit
Exactly.
out of you.
That's- And then I also get +2 AC for that shield.
Oh my
I
god.
think the funnier thing that Todd would do is he would teleport himself 500 feet in the air just to fall down.
Oh
I
no!
almost bought the winged boots just so I could fly, but that really doesn't do anything else other than just fly.
I mean, it's really great if you're a ranged attacker because then you can snipe people and they can't hit you with their swords.
Well, the wiki thingy I saw for it was that it was nice for hitting, like, flying units, but we've just fought in caves and stuff so far.
Yeah, I mean, like, I might throw some flyers at you, but, you also have ranged weapons like javelins. You just
Yeah.
hit them with ranged weapons. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, we...
But still, teleporting is gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it only in battle. I got big brain.
Yeah, and I'll say that if you make a successful grappling check against someone, you can take them with you on your dimension.
We.
Like, you can forcefully rip someone with you and, bring them wherever you're going.
Well, can I just take one of the party members unforcefully?
Yeah, you can also do that.
Consensually?
You can take one person with you.
Okay. But if I was gonna do it against an enemy, I'd have to do a grappling check, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, we end our session in West Point. You'll know there's a guy named Salazar, and that he has the remaining girls. You'll know he probably has a shit ton of loot. But knowing that his men have been prepared thus far, you can only wonder what awaits you in his lair, and how the hell you'll discover it.